All right, man. I'm going to give this a shot. If I fuck up, it's going to send anyway. So just bear with me. Coward. I'm taking a damn Hulk. I'm glad you set it off. Used to be a hard Hulk. Now you done turned soft. Doing telephone commercials. I seen ya. Dancing in tights as a ballerina. I knew all along you had those tendencies. Cause you've been running from macho like I got a disease. Dude, please, your pay-per-view event was a joke. You avoided Randy Savage cause you know you get smoked. Come on, that phony fight, The Rock spanked you fast. But when I challenged Hogan to a real fight, he passed. Called him out, but the punk was scared to go. It was a charity event, but the Hulk didn't show. Hollywood Hulkster, you at the end of your rope. And I'ma kick you in the butt and wash your mouth, that was so. Cause like riding Dangerfield to get some respect. So come on, Hulk, let's wreck so you can put you in check. Be a man, Hulk. Come on, don't be scared. You're running from macho, that's what I heard. Be a man, Hulk. Come on, don't be a chump. I never thought Hulk could go out like a punk. Be a man, Hulk. Come on, don't be scared. You're running from macho, that's what I heard. Be a man, Hogan. Boy, you's a chump. Cause Hulk Hogan is a real big punk. Shit, did that hurt my voice?
Let's kick some ass.
Let's get our fucking shit together and kick some fucking ass!
There's George Gatton with Be a Man.
That's the perfect ending.
Perfect
ending.
George did have an iPhone, and now he has a green bubble, which is disgusting.
That sucks.
But he had to send it over WhatsApp.
Oh, really?
It was like 3 different things. So there was like a rebuttal of him being like, I might have this. Then the actual song, and then him going like, that actually hurt.
I didn't even know WhatsApp. I haven't used that in like 4 years.
Yeah. So yeah, there was George Gatton with Be a Man.
I feel like we haven't done a George one in a while. It was a good comeback.
I feel like we haven't podcasted in a long time.
That too, yeah.
Feels like it's been 3 months.
It's good to be back.
Yeah, and not in like that was the thing. We did the let's do this first. So we're brought to you by American Barbell Club.
Hi, welcome to Kicking Ass with Jesse and Andy.
Yeah, whoa, that was a weird one. Usually it's I like that
full
intro.
go. Sorry, buddy.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, American Barbell Club, ABC Strong. Check them out. They take good care of us.
Yeah, I just got real excited about podcasting.
Yeah, no, we got straight into it.
There.
We got straight into it. I rushed the intro with Jesse and Andy and everything.
It's okay. So yeah, abcstrong.com. That's American Barbell Club. Go there, get your lifting needs like knee wraps, elbow wraps, wrist wraps, and then they also have like
clothes are awesome
gear you can wear. And they just came out with a new short sleeved like pullover hoodie.
Oh, really?
Not a cutoff, but an actual short sleeve.
I don't have one of those.
It's gonna be sick. They just came out with it, and then they did like a whole Lonsdale like rip off. Like Lonsdale, like the Lions, rip off American Barbell Club shirt.
Yeah,
it looks awesome.
We should also say they also did make the Kickin' Ass T-shirts that we just sold, and the online orders sold out. Thank you very much, guys. Those went super well, and they were awesome. Like producer HBK Buffalo Kevin Bennett picked them up at your place, and he texted me. He was like, "This is the largest box of T-shirts I've ever seen." They really hooked it up, man.
Yeah, and that was like that's like the cool thing is that like it like went into guys. I mean, right now,
oh come on,
Raw's on in the background, and I promised I wouldn't watch. Stephanie just choke slammed Rhonda through a table. Okay, all right. Anyways, I won't pay attention. I'm facing the TV.
Kevin's not
and Jesse's not. So if I sound like I'm a little preoccupied,
if Andy's marking out for Monday Night Raw. Sorry.
You guys bought shirts, and that shirts went right back into the podcast.
Yeah.
On that last tour, I was just on
gigs.
I bought I ended up buying 3 microphones. If you listen to that last podcast, like Jesse's mic is super, super hot. My mic isn't hot.
Yours sounds like perfect though.
Exactly. So it's just a condenser like mic. Yeah. So that's what it is. It just it helps. I don't know. I guess condense the. Like what goes into it. So no matter where your voice is, it kind of picks it up exactly the same.
Yeah.
Where yours isn't like that.
Okay.
So I bought 2 of the same mics, and then that third mic I'll use for something.
We had to miss last week, and then the week before we just wanted to get something out so bad. Luckily Andy was nice enough to buy some Rode road gigs for us.
Yeah.
And then he was on tour. A bunch of us went up to London, Ontario, and saw you guys on the Motionless in White tour. And then we recorded in the back room. But now, like Andy said, now we got 2 new mics. Like,
I mean, it's
like let's just Frankie the Mobster's coming, man.
Oh,
this kid's coming. Like,
Frankie the Mobster.
It's real close.
This is our idea with Frankie the Mobster, is to do an actual podcast with Frankie.
Yeah.
And then do a movie one.
Yeah, like
with
a
him.
2-parter.
And let him
movies.
pick the movie. Like, hit him up and be like, hey, what action, what, you know, like 90s, late 80s, early 90s, like action movie do you want to watch?
Yeah.
And then he picks it, we watch it, we podcast it.
Yeah. He's getting, so we got a road gig now. Plus we're going to need it while you're on Warped Tour over the summer.
Well, this is my other plan too. So like as of April 17th, I have shoulder surgery. So I'm going to be fucked for a while. But I'm going to go to every single booking these dudes have. If Kevin has a booking, I'm going to be with him. If Jesse has a booking, I'm going to be with him. If Blackwood has a booking, like I'm going to go
stay in the game
to as many things as I can while I'm like recovering. And if me and Jesse roll together, which we always usually roll together, I will have the travel rig with me, and we're just going to podcast. It'll be easy for me because I can just set it up, get it going, and all you have to do is just sit down. Yeah. Because you have to call matches and you have to do shit. Yeah. I don't have to do that shit. So
I honestly thought about even doing it this Friday when we go to the Good Brother
I would love
Rochester. To. Shout out to it's Monday, guys. Happy Dingus Day, by the way.
Oh yeah. And it's Dingus Day, huge everywhere except for everywhere.
When I used to live in Cincinnati, I'd be like, "Oh, do you guys like Dingus Day?" And everyone was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Like,
no one.
Oh, your whole city doesn't go get super drunk on a Monday after Easter, like for Dingus Day.
Chicago and Buffalo. That's it.
Oh, Chicago's big on it too. It makes complete sense. I'm
pretty sure.
Yeah. It's a big deal in Buffalo, but. I mean, it's actually Thursday. This is going to drop Thursday, but we're recording Monday. But Friday, good brother Colin Delaney, Captain Nick Ando, his wife. There's a bunch of people in on it. In the Rochester area, they're opening it's going to be like a coffee bar. They have cereal, which is cool as shit.
Dude, I love that.
Comic books, it's like a pop culture endorsed, like, coffee bar, cereal bar, whatever you want to call it. And it's opening Friday, so we're going to go. And I was thinking we could bring the travel gig.
I would love that.
Yeah, Dick Justice will be there and some good people. So
you can always tell when someone's main focus is usually like one thing. Either it's like music, wrestling, actors, anything like that. Yeah. Like obviously, like we do things that are pretty good. We're good at the main things that we do. Yeah. So that when another project comes up, you can always tell when passion goes to it. And like every time I talk to Colin's like, "Oh yeah, man, the coffee shop. Like I knew about it."
Oh, see, I didn't know he was part of it. That's fucking awesome.
And he was like, "Oh man, I got the coffee shop coming out. It's gonna be awesome." I thought it was gonna be months. The way last time I talked to him, he made it seem like it was gonna be months. I didn't know it was gonna be like 1 month from the last time I talked to him.
Oh, because I had heard it was opening, and I actually marked it in my calendar because I was like, "Oh, I want to go and like support those guys."
Of course.
And then I just saw Colin was part of it, so I texted him today, and he's like, "Yeah, we've been working like day and night." Yeah, they're like really excited.
And that's exactly it. Last time I talked to him, he was like, "Man, I'm stressed out because we've been working on this coffee shop so much," which is fucking rad. Yeah, I love that.
It's that whole thing. Like a lot of the reason I want to go and support too is because like that's like a stressful day, the grand opening, because it's like you have that whole thing of like, oh, what if nobody shows up? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, it's the same thing for like you get like when you guys release the tickets for the Christmas show. It's just like, oh, what if we sell 10 tickets today and that's it? Like, you never know. You know what I mean? So I want to go support those guys. And you okay over there?
Yeah, I'm good. I just
it's dairy free.
I'm gonna
it's soy free.
I'm gonna take we're gonna put a little asterisk on this section. We're gonna go back to Colin. Yeah. But like I read about golden milk, which is like a turmeric drink.
Oh, it's got turmeric in it.
It's turmeric, ginger, and forest honey.
And it has like a milk
in a drink, but it just straight smells like turmeric.
Oh.
But I bought a bunch of them because I like to keep my.
You just took a sip of the first one.
Oh no, I just smelled it. I haven't sipped it yet.
Oh,
so
just the fact
it just sounds so gross. Golden milk.
Yeah. Well, as soon as you said milk and turmeric or whatever it's called, not the best, huh?
You know what? It's not that bad.
Okay.
You taste a lot of the ginger and the honey, not that much. You get a smell of the turmeric, but I thought it was going to be gnarly because turmeric burps. are fucking gross.
I just literally do like the tablespoon and like in my mouth and then chase it with water. It's not good, but it's good for you.
Yeah. Yeah, getting back to Colin. Colin's like one of those dudes, like, Colin doesn't have to do shit that he does. He comes down on Wednesdays, and it's almost like player coaches with you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? On training days.
I try to tell those guys, the days he comes down, he's like...
You don't understand how good that fucker is, man.
He's got a really good mind for wrestling, and he's been around. He's done a lot, and yeah, exactly. He's a really good teacher too, man. I hope he realizes that, because I know he's done like some training stuff in Rochester, but like if he had his own school or something, man, he'd be unstoppable.
Yeah, I mean it's super rad. Like I said, that I think Buffalo. I was trying to. Me and Scotty O'Shea were talking about this weekend.
Yeah.
We had a show in Sarnia that we wrestled on, and like shout out to Smash, because like a week and a half before that I hit Seb up and was like, hey man, me and Danny are going to be there if you need extra bodies.
Yeah.
And then he like made a 6-man.
Got everybody on.
Mark Wheeler got to wrestle then.
Yeah, Puff.
And Body got to wrestle.
Nicometti.
Or not Body, the Muscle got to wrestle.
Oh, the Muscle,
and Nicometti. But, you know, we were all there, and it was cool. Like, there was no wasted bodies. It was great.
That was legit one of the best matches on the card.
Yeah, it was super fun. So, shout out to Smash for always backing us in Buffalo.
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, Seb's really good to us.
And, like, Scotty was talking about that, and it was just, you know, with me going, I talked to you about this, like, me going into, like, recovery on my shoulder.
Yeah.
It's like I am a positive person, and I want to continue to be positive. So it's like if I can be a positive person to the dudes who are training, even if I physically can't be involved in it, mentally I can be involved in it, and like kind of play as like a mentor, a mentor,
a mentor, like you said, like a positive, like you know what I mean.
But it's like, you know, if I notice someone slipping, I can be like, hey man, come on, let's do it. Like I'll seriously go to the gym with you.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like,
and like I think for a lot of the things, I mean, I'm sure you realize this. I hope you do. Is like, you know, you do rad shit. You know what I mean? Like you go on tour and you do well for yourself. You've been doing it for a long time, and like those guys look up to that. You know what I mean? Like they're young. They're, you know, most of them are below 25. Like, so they, you know, they look up to you. Like they know, you know how to do shit besides get a fucking job, go to college, have kids, get married. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's good. It's good for you to be around.
So that was like my kind of idea. And Scotty was like kind of just saying, is like, yeah, man, like what's going on in Buffalo right now is like insane.
Yeah.
Like you guys literally are like a team where like a lot of places don't have that. Like I know that like, and this isn't, I'm not talking shit about the Super Kick school, but the Super Kick school, you can see like there's dudes that hang out with dudes and they come to shows together, but it's like usually only like 2 guys coming to a show, and then like 2 other Super Kick dudes come to the show, or like, you know, if guys come from, you see guys that usually will work at Destiny or something like that. Like anything that's local, it's only usually like 2 guys. It's never like 8 people.
Exactly.
And there's like 8 or 9 of us sometimes. And then sometimes dudes will go wrestle in Maine.
Yeah.
And then drive all the way back to Buffalo to pick up Vinnie Moon to record their matches, and then go. When you could just go through Canada, it would have been like
a lot quicker. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, but that's like.
I mean, an even crazier part to that too is the fact that, you know, we have all these good guys in Buffalo. And like we were just saying it the other day, like one of the boys was saying something about another wrestler who was like kind of green, and it's just like, well, yeah, you have to realize like Danny Garcia, Kevin Blackwood, Nick Ametti, like they got really good really fast.
Yeah, that's
like it's like I told Blackwood, I was like Blackwood, the match you just had with Tyson, the fact that you can do that and hang with him, like I don't even think he's been wrestling 2 years yet. It's dude, that says a lot. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you guys have to realize, like, most people don't come along as quickly as this.
I'm
you know
going to put
saying?
it out to this, though. It's like iron sharpens iron.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Like, there's not just like, you're not training with 4 people. You're training with, like, we have dudes.
A lot of hungry
people haven't even seen yet.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like
sea bass.
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
That's exactly
Straight
it.
up.
You know what I mean? Like, you guys haven't even seen sea bass yet.
Yeah.
You haven't seen Greg. You haven't seen, like,
yeah,
you know, the other dudes that are like.
There's dudes waiting to branch out. And that's why I keep telling everybody you got to work hard, because there's, you know, we have these ESW shows in Buffalo that are come along doing so well, but we can't have 4-hour shows, man. There's only so many spots, so everybody's just got to keep working hard.
That's why we need 2 shows.
What's that?
That's why we need 2 shows.
Yeah, exactly.
Break that off, man.
Yeah, split it
Brett
up.
knows it.
No, you're right. What the hell? I was gonna say.
I want to get back to Colin.
Yeah,
Colin's like the whole package though on all that. Colin's like a dude that can like wrangle in positivity.
He's really good to have around.
He's just really good, man.
Yeah, like I was just saying, like you're good to have around. Colin's good to have around. Like it's there's just in this area there's just a lot of good stuff going on. Like I just the other day I did like 3 phone interviews for Impact with like PWI Insider and stuff like that. And I mean, I always made sure to mention like what we have going on here, because for me, I always say like that was my biggest problem when I moved back to Buffalo and tried wrestling out of Buffalo, was I didn't get booked out much, because it's like no one wants to, you know, a show 6-7 hours away, no one wants to just book one guy. It's like if they're going to pay trans, they want, you know, they're going to pay trans for a car that has 4 or 5 people in it. Like so now it's like, you know, they like the young guys are just as important to me as I am to them, like, because it's like they've ignited me into traveling and getting busier, and it's just all coming, like, you know, not to sound like a cheeseball, but it's all coming into fruition. Like this is all happening at such a good time because there's so much good wrestling on right now. Like they just went and did that Limitless show in Maine, and it's like it's a legit promotion with legit wrestlers. So I'm glad they got on the road and did that show.
That's the cool thing too, is like dudes like. We were talking about this, I think, like AR Fox was just on an ESW show. And like he was like, I want to make this
super fired up.
You know what I mean? He like loved the way I feel.
He's been at ESW. AR Fox has wrestled at ESW 3 times now, and every time has just destroyed. Like destroyed. It's
Dude's
crazy.
Awesome, man.
He's the man.
That was I guess our little positive wrestling talk.
Yeah.
I like the fact that in that, I'm going to put myself over for a second.
Cool.
Because I took 50, I haven't wrestled in 50 days.
Yeah.
And in that match, I kind of figured we were working a little too hard. We were like calling the match.
Yeah.
When we were calling the match, I was like, we don't have to do all this stuff. We don't have to do as much as we were doing.
You didn't go overboard, though.
For sure. No.
Because the first match did, and they admitted it.
Yeah.
Like,
I didn't think so, but I knew there was like us catching Nicometti. Like me and Danny literally like caught Nicometti on a flip.
How terrifying was that?
Okay.
Let's get into it.
I have yet to have an oh shit moment in wrestling. You know what I mean? Nothing. Even when like fucking Brody King, who is 270 pounds, is flying at me.
Yep.
I'm just like, hey, this is my friend. I have to make sure that he doesn't get killed.
Splatter his brains on the ground.
And I was his partner, and I just took it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like I wasn't even like my heart rate didn't even raise at that section. You know what I mean? Going to the top rope literally for the first time ever and diving onto you. I've never been on the top rope. I haven't been on the top rope since then. Yeah. My heart rate didn't even go up. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that match, Anthony Nicometti does like a step up, like flip.
Yeah,
dive.
Chuck Taylor does it a lot. Like the step off the second rope, flip to the outside.
Yeah. And like that, you don't go far with that.
Which is just like, it just because did you ever see when Chuck Taylor did that and his leg got caught in the rope and he like broke so every time I see somebody do that, it just terrifies me.
It's so scary.
I mean, Nicometti nailed it, but it was like, God damn.
So he does it, and like we're calling the match, and they're just like, and Wheeler was right when we were calling the match. Wheeler was like, he goes, there's really no reason for one of us to dive, like one of the bad dudes to dive.
Yeah.
In this match, like it really isn't. And I was like,
and you guys were like, oh, but we'll catch you, and then power bomb you on the apron.
I go, listen, man.
Yeah,
like,
I got it.
It'll be cool though. You know what I mean? Like we were just like, I don't give a fuck. Like it'll be cool because Puff's first move of the match was a dive.
Exactly. Yeah, the gift from the Christmas show where he just, it's almost like the Cabana used to do that dive too, where like big dive, and then Cabana would be like the big one, and then he would just go to the apron and come off with a double axe handle. But Puff just comes off with his whole, it looks like he jumps, like I like how he spreads his arms, and it looks like he gets everybody like bowling pins. Like, yeah, it's good.
So we did that guy, and like, so Nick Ahmedi did it, and like, you know, Wheeler just was like, there's no reason for us to do it. We don't really have to shine there. It should be you guys shining, because it literally is that thing. But I was like, you know, Nick Ahmedi's like the one guy that's kind of needs a job here.
Yeah,
we're all good.
Help the brother out, man.
We're gonna be working. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they're gonna book me regardless. They're gonna book Wheeler regardless.
Yeah,
they're gonna book Danny, and they're gonna book Muscle.
Yeah,
and Puff. Obviously.
Yeah, just help the brother out.
So it's like, let him have the dive.
Yeah.
So then, you know, it happened or whatever like that, and like I said, it was the first time I was like, he was in the air, just penciled up.
Yeah, but he keeps going up.
And
up
I'm just
and up.
looking, and I'm just like that. I remember looking at slow motion.
Yep.
And I remember looking at Danny, and Danny looking worried. And I've never seen Danny look worried. And then I knew I was looking worried too, because I was like, oh fuck. And then looked up, and he's coming, and I'm like, and then we just put our arms out and literally caught him like a baby.
You caught him flawlessly.
Like, it was like boom, and then I remember like looking up at Danny, and Danny like smiled super big, and then I smiled, and we just splatted him on the apron.
But that's like one of those things, like you've talked about this, like I think you talked to Matt Cross about this, I think, or at least you heard Matt Cross say this, like how wrestling is insane, how like the fact that you guys just talked about that and did that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
Matt Cross says that.
Like about like it's like a band showing up with like dudes they don't know and be like, oh, we're gonna just play these songs. Like, it's like I remember seeing that and just being like, fuck, man.
Yeah,
holy shit.
I was telling Matt that I look at calling a match like writing a song. So like when you do it, every song has an intro, every song has bridges, every songs have choruses, and then there's always usually an outro and whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's real simple. Follow the same thing and blah blah blah, you know. And if there's like a hope spot or whatever you're talking about, that's like a guitar solo, or like a hook or
high
something.
Spots and shit,
right? And he goes, holy shit, it's crazy that you say that, because I've always explained that, like, imagine a band who have never met each other writing a song in 10 minutes and then performing it live in front of like an audience,
like showing up to the building and being like never meeting the guys and being like, hey, what's up, man? Yeah, let's go try this.
Yeah,
like you said, the fact that
there's no practice.
Nick Ahmedi has just literally just talked about, like, I'm gonna step off the second rope, jump as high as I possibly can in midair. You guys are gonna be on the outside of the ring where there's no padding on the floor.
Nothing.
It's just a hard fucking whatever it was, like basketball floor. And like, oh, and then you guys just miraculously catch me sitting on both of your shoulders. Like, and it came across perfectly.
Yeah.
But I had that exact at the NWF in Cincinnati, Ohio. It was me and Ryan Stone versus Jay Donaldson and Chad Too Bad Allegra, aka Carl Anderson.
Yeah.
And they did it where me and Ryan were the heels, we're on the outside of the ring. Jay hit the ropes, and then Carl backdropped Jay onto us. And it was the same thing. Like, I remember he was so, like, Jay was just like, he just was nuts. Like, he loved doing high flying stuff. And I remember same thing. He was penciling up in the air, and I was like, for me, it was almost, it wasn't even like slow motion. It was almost like time stopped. And I was just like, oh my God, he is so high in the air. And if we didn't catch him, he would die, you know? And then I had that exact, I think I've said it on here. One of my first matches at Impact was the fucking the Ultimate X with the bands. And Mark Andrews did a moonsault off one of those pillars on the side and like, we talked about it and I was like, oh yeah, that'd be cool. And there's like, I think like 3 or 4 of us caught him. I don't know why. There was like 8 guys in the match, and I was envisioning we were all catching him. And it was the same thing. And I looked around when it was time to catch him, and I was like, oh my God, I was thinking there was like more people. And then it was like, he is so high in the air. It was just like, holy shit. And then he moonsaulted. It was just like, fuck, man. Like, that's like the you can talk about it till you're blue in the face, but then when you're right there, it's just like, oh my God, if we don't catch him, he's dead.
That's the thing that, like, at home, like, if you've never been in a ring and been on the top rope, like, it's one thing to look into the ring when you're on the top rope, but to look out into the audience when you're on the top rope, it seems like you're like 30 feet in the air. You're not. You're only like 8 feet in the air. Yeah. But it's high. It's really high.
And plus you're off balance. And that's the stuff that El Snow gets real into that stuff. Like he says, like, when you do these high risk things, you have to realize, like, the people at home don't, like, you know, make sure it's worth it when you do this kind of stuff, because the people at home don't understand it. You know what I mean? He's like, they understand a kick to the stomach or a punch to the face or, you know, getting in the eyes or whatever, but like, you know, they've never taken a bump. They've never been on this. They don't understand what that's like, you know. It's an interesting outlook on it.
It's wild, man.
Yeah.
But that was the thing, and like, especially when you like give a shit, not saying you should always give a shit about the people you're wrestling.
Oh yeah.
Obviously. But like when you actually have like right before we went out, I was telling Anthony this, I was like, I don't think of like I'm taking a spear from muscle.
Yeah.
I don't think about that. I don't think about that.
Yeah.
I don't think about a body slam. I don't think about that type of shit.
Yeah.
I think of like, okay, what if my left arm slips and his head just goes dead into the apron?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I think of.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't think of like the little I only think of like the minuscule stuff that
the smartest thing to do is really, you can't overthink it at all.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I found me doing that now as I'm older and I'm more banged up.
You did a fucking flip against Nate, against Brody King.
Yeah.
We haven't talked since then.
Oh yeah, having
you wrestled.
That's when I fucking gimmicked my wrist too.
In that match or during that move?
No, he did the, you know, Brody King, was he 270?
Yeah, he's like 270.
Did the Jeff Hardy whisper in the wind where he fucking hits the second rope, bounces up to the top rope, and then does like a backflip and like back into the ring. Yeah. When I caught him, I think that's when I gimmicked my wrist.
Yeah.
But he, like saying, and that ring was like, I wasn't worried about it because one, Brody's so big, and I know he'd be a good catch, and like, plus he's like a lucha guy, so they're like trained for that shit.
Yeah.
But like, that ring was just super high off the ground, and I remember after I did it, like he caught me perfectly, and I was just like, man, I'm not doing that stuff unless I completely trust the person who's like catching me. Like,
because it worked, it looked awesome.
It was perfect. Like it was literally flawless. Like, I think he might have caught me to where I landed on my feet.
You landed on your feet.
I think so. Yeah. But it was like, it's like, fuck, I don't know. Dives just scare the shit out of me, like straight up, man.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, and I've crashed and burned on them before too. It's the fucking shit. You know?
Kevin's never.
Ever. Yeah.
He's been in this business 3 months.
Yeah, he's still trying to learn.
He won the ESW title 3 months ago, but he's only been wrestling for a month.
He's Buffalo's HPK.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Sorry. I'm egg late here. Yeah. So,
what were you saying? No, you go.
No. I was really going to shut down wrestling.
Yeah, I didn't like. I didn't want to fucking like. We had like our like salty episode.
Yeah.
So like, I don't want to. Like, I don't want to be.
Oh, you can add salt. Salty. People loved the salty episode. A lot of people talked about liking it.
Did I tell you actually that like me and Laura like looked the numbers up and that was our number one?
Really?
Yeah. But like, I feel like that was also because like it was the most recent one at that time.
Yeah.
But that was our number. Yeah, that was our number one.
Huh.
And actually,
I was real pissed off that day.
Well, it was like because, well, like I didn't want to like blow you up when you were on tour because like, you know, like I had shit going on and I was getting bummed out. One, I hate complaining about it, and then two, it's like you're getting ready to get fucking surgery. Plus, you're like busting your ass on the road. You know what I mean? So I just like I hate.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I hate being bummed, but it was like like it was basically it's like. You were gone, like Laura remind me to go back to Laura's stuff too, because she's got a lot of good shit going on.
Yeah.
Laura was gone for like a week and a half. You were gone, and like long story short, I got the flu for 2 weeks, which fucked me up because I never get sick.
That's when I had the flu. It was 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I usually get sick for
and then
3 days.
You might have had this I was sick for 3 days. And then I was good, and I went back to the gym like, oh, I'm great. And then it came back twice.
Yeah, man.
And I just for 2 weeks I was down, and I was like the doctor wouldn't even see me. Like I called the doctor's office, and they were like, it sounds like you have the flu. You just don't even come in. Like just stay home.
That's scary shit. If you think about it, right?
Yeah.
Like there was 3 strands of different flus.
You can die from the flu.
People
die from the flu every year.
That were going around this year.
Yeah.
And like
they said this year was like really bad.
The worst. Mm-hmm. Dude, there's a fucking problem on the earth. If that's the case.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's like new shit that's attacking our bodies.
Yeah, well, because it's like, I mean, I don't know shit, but like our immune systems like adapt and they get stronger, but like new shit keeps coming around and whatever. I usually pride myself in that I take care of myself and I usually don't get sick. So being down for 2 weeks fucked me up.
Oh, yeah.
Especially like I kept going away and coming back, and then I fucking gimmicked my wrist. So I gimmicked my left wrist, and then my right shoulder was bothering me a while ago and just kept getting worse and worse. And now it's like traveling down my arm, where it's like in here,
your elbow,
like not like here.
Okay.
Like I'm pointing to like the bottom of my bicep. Like it's muscular, I can feel it. So like just having two bad limbs, like I'm usually pretty good at working out around injuries, and I've just been having trouble.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then I got fucking food poisoning last week. Yeah. So it was like like I remember like there was like 2 days where it was like my wrist was aching, my shoulder was killing me, and I'm sick, and like you're gone, Laura's. I sound like the biggest bitch in the world right now.
Wow.
Like, and I was just like, I remember just being at home, just like, fuck. And I was just sleeping. I was just sleeping a lot, and it sucked, man.
Who was it? It was like Rogan was talking about how. Who was it? Was it Rogan? Rogan and someone was talking about the old NyQuil.
Yeah.
About how the old NyQuil.
I used to be stronger.
It would just knock you the fuck out.
I remember it used to be real groggy.
I'm not a big fan of NyQuil.
Yeah.
But I'm a fan of what he was talking about, of like those days of just, it sucks because you have shit to do.
Yeah.
So you literally can't go down for 24 hours.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like the best thing you can do in that state is literally just go down for 24 hours.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then and I was, but then I started getting in my own head,
of course,
and getting depressed and just in my own head is the best way to put it.
You got to remember too, it's like when you have like a support system that's around you all the time, and then when that support system's gone, which means like the gym, which is something you've done
the big one for me is like, I know this for a fact, and Laura brings it up all the time too. If my diet and my work, like those are the two things I always have. My diet, my workouts are always on point.
Yeah.
If that gets thrown off, I get real bad, like mentally fucked.
But again, like that's what, like you got to think that like serious dieting you've probably been doing, let's say for 8 years.
Yeah.
Right. For the last 8 years, you've taken your diet really seriously. The gym you've taken seriously probably since you were a teenager,
like 20s.
Yeah. And then you have a wife.
Yep.
Who obviously, like, you've been with Laura for what, 5 years?
Yeah.
Right? And then now, dude, we've been together. You and I have been together for nonstop.
Yeah, and like doing all this awesome shit together.
2 years.
Yeah.
So like you
have
have your support system's just gone. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like that. Like tour gets like that sometimes, and I'm fortunate enough to have 2 families. So it's like when I'm home, I have my friends.
Yeah.
And then when I go on tour, I have my friends.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And it just sucks that like every time I die is a business.
Yeah.
And sometimes
it's gonna bleed into each other.
That comes into it, and it's like not everybody agrees on things, and then like you'll have a couple awkward days where you're like, God damn it, like Keith, or like Jordan, or Steve.
But I feel like it's that.
They're doing the same as me to me.
But then when I feel like that I mean that happens I think with everything. But then when you guys make up, you're stronger than you were before.
Yes. That's exactly it. But that's when you're on tour and like that. The tour we just got off of was like, I said this yesterday, it was the hardest tour I've ever done.
Really?
Hands down. Hardest tour I've ever done. Including like the first Warped Tour that we ever did. You know what I mean? It was just a very
I know
tour.
like just because I just say that because you guys have been literally doing it for 20 years.
Yeah.
But I mean I know the drives were bad.
Drives were insane, dude.
Yeah.
And like the drives were like insane, and like Keith just has a he lets things get in his head with driving and stuff like that. And like, he was like constantly on the Weather Channel, like looking,
I'm stressed.
If there was just a little bit of orange in
Laura's like that too.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. And dude, I get it. I mean, that dude's got a wife and a kid at home, and like
it's like
things are different.
It's smart. Now. Somebody has to be like that because I'm not.
Of course,
like I'm the exact opposite.
Drive.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like whatever. We're gonna make it there, no matter regardless. So whatever. But
and he just I not that I don't have things on the line. I definitely have things on the line. I just feel like he now that he has a wife and a kid,
exactly,
he puts
that happens
that
to a lot of
stuff
people.
on a lot. On the
makes
line.
sense,
and I get it. You know what I mean? But I just don't. I'm not like
stressful.
That. But to get back to it, like looking back on it, I mean, like there were drives that were just like, what are we doing, man?
Yeah.
I mean, like,
been doing this way too long.
You're in
this,
and you're like in the middle of the drive, and like you've been in a van for 8 hours, and you still have 4 hours to go.
Yeah, especially in March and the weather shit and fucking.
Yeah,
it's a lot, man. You guys were like right in like Colorado and like Canada
and like there was this girl, this like, I don't know how to explain her. She was just like a very cunty girl.
Was she on tour?
She was on 5 shows.
Oh, okay.
And she was just the bringer of death.
Ugh.
Like immediately as soon as I saw her, I just knew the show was going to suck.
Energy just went.
And she would stand front and center, be miserable the entire time. The minute like anyone that was there for us would start moving near her, she would just turn into this like evil person. She would start yelling at them like, "What are you doing?" At like having a good time.
Great, yeah.
And it was rough, man.
Yeah.
And like she showed up at really random shows.
You guys are traveling and busting your fucking ass.
Oh my god. And then sitting front and center.
Yeah.
Is just her.
Perfect.
And you don't know. I mean, dude, there'd be fucking 2,000 people at the show.
Yeah.
And the only thing you notice is that girl.
Yeah.
And like, it's rough as fuck, man.
Yeah.
When you're playing a fucking crowd, no matter what you're doing, if you're entertaining a crowd and there's that one person that's just not into you, I remember that.
Well, it's like that thing they say, like, or you know, like you can do something and 200 people will put you over on Twitter, but it's that one guy who tells you you suck. That's what you harp on.
Dude, when I did that spot with Jimmy Havoc where I powerbombed him through a table,
yeah,
I went out, had to cut a promo, and then Jimmy came out and cut me off in the promo.
Yep.
The crowd went nuts when I went out. It was like, and there was a good amount of people there. You know, the crowd goes nuts when I like am out there, and then he comes out, and then he like chicken shits out,
heals it up,
whatever, and you know what I mean. And he like leaves after I start going at him. I get out of the ring. And one guy just goes, "Stay out of the ring, faggot." And that's all I remembered.
Yeah. He said the whole thing went great.
That was it.
That one guy.
The one thing I remember, the whole thing was amazing, but all I remember is, "Stay out of the ring, faggot."
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, dude.
Yeah, that was over in the UK, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I was real bummed about that one.
That's the shits.
That's all you think about.
I feel like I'm jumping on the bandwagon, and it's like way too soon to talk about this, but I should give a shout out to that to Green Roads. I bought some of their, Hannah recommended me to them for their CBD, the topical cream, because I got it for, I used to have some that I used, and whenever I just had bumps and bruises from wrestling, it always worked well, and then I ran out. So Hannah suggested Green Roads, and I bought it to rub on my wrist, and then to rub on my left wrist and my right arm. And after I bought it, they sent me like a nice care package too, and the stuff I bought was like 150 milligrams.
Yeah,
they sent me a stronger one of like 300, and like, but dude, I like the drops, man. Like
I got CBD drops that are 1,000 milligrams that she got me.
Intense.
That like company cured.
Yeah,
and I do 4 drops at night.
I don't know, dude. It might just be placebo or whatever, but like, I've just been having trouble. I get in my own head a lot, especially in the mornings. Like I have trouble getting my head in like a good place, and I don't care if it's placebo. Like it's fucking helping.
Yeah, it's focusing. Like, and even if it's just that one little thing that's helping you focus.
Yeah,
that doesn't matter.
Yeah, like you know that shit when like one thing happens and it's not that big a deal, but it feels like it just ruins your fucking day.
Oh yeah,
like that's like I've just been having a lot of that. Yeah, like it's just so, but. The CBD stuff's been fucking awesome.
The worst thing in the world is when you know that one thing happens, and you're like, God, that was so stupid. And then like,
see, I can usually recognize it like 10 minutes later. I'm just like, why the fuck? Like my head always goes to like, dude, there's people in the world with cancer, or fucking starving. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm upset that I can't get my fucking float tank appointment at the time I wanted. Yeah. Like I think it just ruined my whole day. Like, it's, you know what I mean?
It's
like and then I just realized my head's just in a really stupid place. Yeah. And I need to turn it around.
Yeah, that's like on tour, like you're just. I like freak out. Dude, I'm at the mercy of electricity, right? Mm-hmm. So like, if my like wireless doesn't work right, or my fucking a cord doesn't work right, dude, there's no way you can figure that shit out.
No,
there's no way.
Yeah, it doesn't work. Doesn't work.
At the end of the show, you're like, because for 30 seconds your guitar was off, and I'll think about that. I play for 50 minutes.
Yeah,
and I'm thinking about 30 seconds of that 50 minutes. where my guitar was off and it was perfectly fine after because I figured it out. You know what I mean? And like you just, and then the next day it's like you go in and you're like, oh fuck, man, like I gotta figure this out. I gotta make sure it never happens again. Yeah. And then if it happens again, and I've had like a week straight of shot things happen. You know what I mean? And then that next night you break a string, and then that next night it's like there's no fucking way you would ever know that a string was gonna break. Yeah. A chord was gonna break. Something was rusty because it was sweaty the night before. You know what I mean? Like there's so many factors that go into play to a day, 24 hours, where you didn't know that food poisoning was going to happen. You don't know that.
There's like, the stuff the stuff you can control and the stuff you can't control. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like there's no reason in stressing over fucking. I guess like what I was getting at before was like Laura has like such like, and then I'm trying not to be a fucking, it's because it's tough for me too, because then like to all the young guys, like I'm like a fucking teacher, you know what I mean? So it's like I don't want to be a fucking bad example, like, you know what I mean? I don't want to come in a bad mood and fucking, you know what I mean? I got to fucking set an example.
I mean, your bad moods are still better than most people's bad moods. Like your bad mood is like my like almost happy.
But I do want to give a shout out. There's like Laura is fucking like killing the game right now. So I'm trying not to be, I don't want to be this fucking moody ass bitch while she's fucking kicking ass. Like I don't think I told you, she basically just started taking acting classes in Buffalo.
She's also Impact champion.
She's the
Go ahead, say that.
She's the Knockouts Impact champion, she's the fucking champ, straight up. Yeah, like, you know what I mean? She's fucking killing it there. She just started taking acting classes in Buffalo, which I just figured, like, I was like, oh, that's cool. Like, I just figured, it's like as far as like acting in Buffalo, New York, I was like, it's not New York City, it's not LA. Like, it's like, it'll probably be fun. Yeah. It's her fucking teacher, Frank, is like amazing, and he's a fucking legit dude. He sent her stuff. We're going to Toronto tomorrow morning. She's meeting with like a legit talent agency in Toronto for like they're interviewing her for like jobs. Like her teacher Frank, hope she doesn't mind me talking about this. Her teacher Frank sent her stuff to fucking this because he found out she was like dual citizenship. He sent her stuff to Toronto, so like she's basically interviewing for a job, like with an agency that wouldn't even talk to her if like it wasn't through somebody else. You know what I mean? So like it's like a super big opportunity for her. Like I said, she's Knockouts champ. She just started her own company. I do want to have her on here again so she can talk about the Demon Bunny stuff. Awesome. It's brother Sam Shaw, who drew our logo up, like just made this badass logo for her and Rosemary. And it was basically like the somebody made the logo and like they were like, dude, we've never sold this much merch before. So they just like started their own LLC. Great. And now it's super cool, man.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so she's just got a lot of good stuff going on.
I mean, a couple of years ago, someone hit me up about an agency called uglypeople.com or uglypeople. And it was for weird-looking people that in movies.
Wait, weird-looking people?
Yeah, like they dealt with strange people.
Like dude from fucking the Hills Have Eyes we were talking about.
I mean, I got connections.
What was it called?
It was called like Ugly People. The agency was like Ugly People Incorporated or something like that.
They had to have like a certain pitch. Like, hey, I'm from Ugly People.
Like, yeah, but it's for like people who are like,
yeah, it's for like good opportunities.
Be like a fucking drug dealer. I have hand tattoos. Yeah, I have a specific look.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like specific look.
You sure it was called like Ugly People? It wasn't just like strange looking people.
It was like Ugly People Enterprises or something like that. And it was just for like, oh, Oz is gonna do this fucking sick prison riot.
Yeah, we need.
You're
dudes.
great for this. Yeah. And that was gonna be my acting thing. And I remember like taking actual like I don't know what happened to the pictures, but there was like 8 by 10.
Oh, like headshots.
Yeah, of Andy Williams, like ready to go for just like I'll play a drug dealer.
You need to find those ASAP.
Yeah, I'll be a raper. Cool. Yeah,
I'll be Frankie the Mobster's accomplice, rapist.
Yeah. But yeah, man, there's some there's agencies for everything.
Yeah,
it's wild. That world is crazy that you need an agent.
And you need an agent, you need a manager, because Frank will basically manage Laura. This person would be your agent, and then they get you. You can't just go out and get shit yourself. People laugh in your face. Because there's a union and fucking all that shit.
Think about if wrestling was like that.
It should be, and it's not.
Like there's an actual person, because I was thinking about that for a while.
Some dudes have agents, but it's still strange.
Like MMA dudes have there's Monty Cox and dudes like that, actual dudes who will help them negotiate things. Imagine if wrestling had something like that.
Yeah.
But the problem is that most of, for New York, we have to deal with a commission.
Yep.
And the commission itself, to run a wrestling show in New York, it's $1,400.
Yeah, what's the hoops? They just make you jump through hoops pretty much.
Yeah, and it sucks because if it was just regulated by us.
Yeah.
By the actual
the thing. Did you see the thing Thurston put up on Twitter?
Yeah.
A 4-part thing. It's just a money grab because they don't understand wrestling.
I don't think we talk about Thurston enough. And Thurston, when I first started coming around to Graps, he was kind of the curmudgeon. You know what I mean? He had a certain way of teaching where it was it's
different than mine.
Hard nosed and it was just. He wasn't the most warm person to me.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Was he put up a thing. He compares Danny Garcia to himself a lot.
Yeah,
and he put Danny's like me, except he's taller and better socially and talking to people.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny.
But the wealth of knowledge that Brandon Thurston has.
He's basically he's the other trainer at Grapplers besides me. He's the days he's come in. I train on Wednesdays, but sometimes he comes in, he trains a little bit, but then he'll help people off to the side. He's a really good trainer.
I definitely 100%. I didn't think that he saw the good in what we were all doing, and that I don't think he saw his hand in it.
Yeah.
And then once,
which he should, because none of I haven't trained any of those guys. They were all trained by him.
Yeah.
I didn't train Dana Garcia, Bennett, Nicometti, Blackwood. They all started with him.
Yeah.
I didn't start any of those guys from scratch.
And they're all great. And
exactly.
I think that when he wrestled, and I don't know if he'd want me to talk about this, but I'm going to say it anyways, and he can talk to me. Brandon, you can talk to me if you want.
Yeah.
He was really nervous before Haskins' match. And I remember just telling him, I was like, dude, this is what you do, man.
Exactly.
You shouldn't be worried about this. You should be worried if you guys were going to race to wash dishes.
Yeah. It was.
Because you're not a dishwasher. You're a wrestler.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It blows my mind when dudes who are good at wrestling get nervous about wrestling.
I mean, if
other wrestlers.
But it's if I was gonna wrestle Haskins ESW, I'd be nervous too.
Of course.
That's
but in your head, I don't think in your head, you can wrestle Mark Haskins.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like
to me, wrestling is it's fucking crazy because
I just felt like Thurston's confidence wasn't there, and I'm like, dude, you're great.
Yeah.
Just be great. Because that's what you do. Let's go wrestle. Mm-hmm. You're fucking great.
It's just the whole thing
my
of
point was this. He said he made a tweet the other day about just being happy.
Yeah.
And I remember I tweeted him as just saying I love Happy Thurston. This is awesome. Yeah. And that was it. And it was it made me feel so fucking good to see. And I didn't actually see him smile because I don't know if I've ever seen him smile. But that was a smile, and given it was social media-ly. If that's a word.
Media lily.
Yeah. Make that word up right now. A smile, but it was a smile. And then, dude, if is it Brandon? It's Brandon
Farmer Thurston is his Twitter name.
I don't know.
He has two of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very strange.
But if you just type in Brandon Thurston, Brandon Thurston.
Yeah, he's on we follow him and stuff.
It'll come up, and he puts analyticals for the wrestling business.
Yeah, numbers.
It's wild, man. Graphs
cool.
and stuff like that. When you read it, it's so. I mean, he's
looks
a
into
fucking wealth of knowledge, man.
He watches and podcasts wrestling all day, every day.
Statistician, man. He just has it all.
It's really good. It's that's few and far between, man. You know what I mean? It says a lot.
Yeah.
But he's a good dude. Trying to remember how we even got on that subject.
So, okay, we're gonna stick with wrestling, but I'm gonna put it into like Ready Player One.
Yeah.
So I went and saw Ready Player One.
Yeah, I did want to talk about this. I haven't seen it yet.
It is fucking awesome.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
All 5 people I know that saw it said the exact same thing.
Except for Morgado.
Well, I don't even count.
Thank you. So basically, just from watching the trailer, you can actually like see what I'm talking about. The gist of the movie is that people are just living a life outside of the life they live. Like they're living a life in a video game.
Yep.
And that life takes precedent to
real life.
So this is what I was getting at is like, in that world, you can be and do anything you want because everything is uploaded to it.
Yep.
Right? So everything that's pop culture, anything you want is just in this world. Mm-hmm. So to go back to wrestling, how insane 2018 is, right? So imagine going in, let's say it's 1996. Okay? In 1993, Misawa and Takada were doing their fucking back and forth, and Kenta Kobashi was there, and Stan Hansen was there, like all the All Japan dudes were all there, like doing their thing, all these great matches, right? Brody told me the other day that he wrestled Simon Gotch. Yeah. Simon Gotch ended up being like late to the show, like something happened with traffic or whatever like that, and he walks up to Brody, and all they said was this: "Hey, you want to do All Japan mid-90s? Yeah? Okay, cool." And then they called the match in 5 minutes. Think about how crazy the information that we have in our brains right now because of the internet. Yeah. That you can walk up and say 3 words to a guy, and he just knows exactly where you're going to go, and then you guys call a match in 5 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
That would never happen. You'd have to explain, like, oh, well, we could do this, like, strike battle thing. Oh, what's a strike battle? Oh, we're going to go, like, back and forth with, like, forearms and stuff like that.
If it's somebody who, like, hasn't watched that era, but like, everything's so accessible.
So crazy, man.
Yeah, it's super
that, like,
crazy.
right now, if we wanted to, we could watch that entire build-up to those matches. We could watch the entire build-up to Takada going against...
it's on YouTube.
I'm fucking this up, isn't I? Am I?
I don't know.
Kawada.
Okay.
Yeah. Kawada and Misawa wrestling each other, and then culminating into that match where I think Misawa won the Triple Crown. Okay. You could watch the entire thing.
Yeah, it's all on YouTube, isn't it?
Yeah. The early 2000s, the 90s, you would have to find a person in Japan,
send you a tape,
first correspond back and forth.
Yeah, in a different language.
Understand that.
Yep.
Go to the library, find... Like, you'd have to actually just transcribe it or find someone that you knew that spoke Japanese to transcribe it and then say, hey, can you ask him to send me some videotapes?
And then, like, months later, hopefully they show up. Yeah. But that's, like, to play, like, devil's advocate, like, what they say a lot, too, is, like, I've heard this with, like albums. It's, you don't appreciate it as much then, you know what I mean? Because it's so accessible. Yeah. Whereas, like, when I was a teenager and you heard about this album coming out, and then sometimes you would have to go to different stores because it was sold out, and then when you finally got it, like, you were looking at the artwork and you look at the inside of the pamphlet, and it's like I get, like, whatever you want to call it, like, I guarantee you the music sounds better to you that way than if you would just bring it up on Spotify and you have it in 30 seconds. Yeah. But it's, I mean, still, it's like, shit is just fucking awesome right now.
But it's also awesome that you can just go on Spotify and listen to every Joe Walsh song.
Yeah. Exactly. I don't to me it's like I get lost. Like, sometimes at the gym I'm like, oh, what am I going to listen to? And I can't think because
there's 1 billion things.
I could literally listen to whatever I want, and I can't think of one insane, goddamn thing.
It's fucking insane.
Yeah. And who's the fucking band that sounds like Helmet you just told me about?
Wrong.
Damn it. I couldn't think of it today. And I was anyways.
Yeah, they're fucking awesome. If you have not heard Wrong yet, listen to the band Wrong.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah, that's
everything.
It's just it blew my mind when Brody said that. He was just like, yeah, man, we just like walked in. I saw Simon, and he said, like, All Japan mid 90s. Sure.
Yeah.
We called the match.
We're gonna I don't want to get into it too much, but we're gonna at Grapplers on Wednesday. I was just talking to Diener about this. Have you ever seen Benoit versus Regal from the Brian Pillman Memorial event?
No.
It's on YouTube. We're gonna watch it on Wednesday because like Diener was talking about it, and I was like, oh yeah, because I was there. Like I was working security, and it's like it's same thing. They barely talked. Like I was there.
Yeah,
like, they barely said anything to each other in the back, and it's just fucking. The match is super ahead of its time.
Yeah.
It's like the most. It's like the most realistic like pro wrestling can possibly look.
Yep.
There's no bullshit. There's no fucking duck and blah, blah.
What year was that?
2000, I think.
I mean, that's
or 99. I'm terrible with years. 99 or 2000.
Regal was.
Because the whole point of this was. This was after all his drug stuff with like the man's man and everything.
Yeah.
And it was cool for me to be there because they had sent him down to Memphis, I believe.
Yeah.
To like train with like that's like Bryan Danielson was down there and he got like in super good shape. And then I remember when he came out for the match, like he was jacked and the whole crowd was like, whoa. Like, because nobody had seen him in a while. Because even after the match, like Benoit got on the mic, it was like it was sweet because he called him Lord Regal. He was like Lord Regal. He's like you've been away for a while, and like all the boys in the back and everything. We missed you. We're just glad you're back, and like it's super cool.
That's awesome.
But like everyone we need to watch it because it's just it's a good learning tool.
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome. But I do want to get like Ready Player One.
We should talk about movies.
Yeah,
because right now, what behind you is a TV. I have not been paying attention, but A Quiet Place, the preview for A Quiet Place just came up, and it comes out on Friday.
Oh, it does?
So, like, what time are we planning to go to Rochester?
I don't know. I was thinking we could do a movie, like maybe do a movie with Dick in Rochester or something like that.
Okay, too. Because if we're gonna go to Rochester, that night, I think A Quiet Place comes out and Blockers comes out.
What's Blockers?
It's a Cock Blockers. It's John Cena.
Oh,
whatever like that.
I just saw a picture for it.
Dude,
I haven't seen a trailer or anything.
Straight up at South by Southwest, like they said that there were people literally on the ground rolling around, crying, laughing.
Man, like I haven't seen a trailer for Unsane, and I kind of want to keep it that way. I just want to see it.
Same here. I haven't seen it yet either.
Okay.
I just know Soderblom did it. So.
A Quiet Place. I heard.
Quiet Place is.
I know that I can't think of the chick's name.
It's Jim from The
Office.
The Office.
Yeah.
He like wrote he directed it, and he's in it, and with his wife.
Yeah. I can't think of her name. Yeah, I did see a preview for it. It looks fucking sweet.
Yeah. I have to see it. Like that's the only movie right now that I was like, I have to see this.
I'll probably because I'll see Ready Player One. Probably I might try and go tomorrow after Grapplers or Thursday.
I'll go anytime.
We'll do it, and then let's do A Quiet Place on Friday.
Yeah, I'm in.
Yeah. I did like. I kind of want to like. We had this last night. I kind of want to talk about Game Over, man, and just do a. We'll just do a spoiler alert of like the dick scene because it's so
I'm a Workaholics fan anyway.
See, I didn't watch it. I've always meant to go and watch it because I've just heard it's amazing.
Yeah,
I saw the Juggalo episode. That's the only episode I've seen.
I love it.
Yeah.
So, So Game Over, man.
Yeah.
First of all, it has Daniel Stern in it.
Dude, like that sold me, and like he looks so fucking shot and crazy.
He looks
like,
great,
and you could just tell like he knows it, and it's so good, man.
That Neil, that dude with the blonde hair, always kind of plays like a bad guy.
I think he's from Buffalo.
Really?
Or I might be screwing that up. Actually, I think I met him in the Buffalo airport. So sorry.
But that dude is.
I was thinking he was the bad. He's in a lot of shit.
Yeah.
But he was the bad guy in the Rock movie with the casino with the bat. I can't think of the fucking name.
Oh, Walking Tall.
Walking Tall. He's a bad guy. But he plays a bad guy a lot.
Yeah.
He's in it.
He has like steely blue eyes.
Yeah.
And really blonde hair.
Yeah.
He's in it.
Kurgan's in it.
Yeah, Kurgan is in it.
I always pop when Kurgan's like in.
He's in a lot of shit.
Yeah, he's awesome. He was in one of the Sherlock Holmes movies. Yeah. He kicks ass, dude.
And then the chick from Doomsday. One of my favorite movies is Doomsday. And she was in Doomsday.
Was that the chick?
Yeah.
Okay.
The chick was,
Like, and I like how they just used a quote from Die Hard, like as the name of the movie.
Well, that, and even like when the black dude comes up, there was a black dude with like glasses. And
it was like the same role as Die Hard, pretty much.
Goes, I know, you guys. I'm here because I look like the guy from Die Hard. Blah, blah, blah. He,
really?
Like,
I don't remember that part.
Yeah. As soon as he gets out of the van, he like brings up the fact that he looks like the black guy from
with the glasses and plays the same role.
Yeah, but the movie's exactly Die Hard.
Yeah,
with the workaholic.
But the
guys.
three guys. Yeah, and the fucking. I turned it on Netflix and I knew it was going to be good. I was like, I'll just watch because it was late. I was like, I'll just watch this for like 20 minutes, and I watched the whole thing.
Yeah,
it was fucking really good.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was really good. Netflix is actually on
dude.
fire
I got to say this right now, man. I watched The Outsider on the last tour.
I still haven't finished it yet,
dude. I fucking loved it. I thought it was
I'm into it, but like
awesome.
I've been like watching it piece by piece.
It's definitely like a hard movie. Like, I watched the whole thing, but I had fucking 8 hours on a drive.
Yeah.
Just watched it on my phone.
Yep.
That movie, and then The Ritual.
Ritual's sweet.
Straight fucked me up last
sweet,
night,
wasn't
man.
it? Me and Laura watched it.
I watched it like after that show last night. Like Twitching Tongues was in town last night.
Oh, you watched it last night?
I finished it. So I watched like the first like 10 minutes. I started on a drive, and then I was like, I just left it. And then, I finished it last night, man. And I was like,
good.
Holy fuck,
yeah, the finish is gnarly.
The whole thing is like fucked up.
Yeah,
it's just a fucked up movie.
It's pretty heavy.
Have
you've seen The Invitation, haven't you?
No,
it's on Netflix. The main character looks exactly like Keith. So,
oh, really?
Yeah, it's super good.
Yeah,
it's like horror, but it's not like crazy.
Did you see this, like the picture of that fucked up bunny man?
Yeah, we were talking about that.
Yeah,
that was it's called Holidays.
Yeah,
I saw it on Netflix. It might still be on there.
I want to watch that.
And it's like an anthology of like every. It's pretty clever. It's like an anthology story of every
holiday.
Fucking holiday. Yeah, and that was the Easter one.
Is there an Arbor Day one?
I don't know. I actually can't remember any of them besides the Easter one. I think. I mean, some of them are a little rough, but it's all right.
But yeah, I want to watch that.
Yeah,
that bunny dude looks fucked up.
The bunny was pretty sick.
Yeah.
We went and saw. There was a movie called Terrifier. We went and saw. It was like a low budget horror thing.
Terrifier.
They did a screening. There's another anthology. There's a Halloween anthology movie. Yeah. Not Halloween, like the holiday Halloween.
Yeah.
It's called All Hallows Eve. And it was an anthology, and one of the stories was about Art the Clown. It's a super creepy looking clown, black and white makeup, and then they made a movie just about him.
Oh, okay.
It was fucking sweet. It's
that's a great Pig Destroyer record.
Was
Terrifying.
Really?
Yeah.
It's fucking sweet. It was cool too because they did they only did showings in like select cities, and Buffalo's was at the screening room, which I didn't even know is in the Boulevard Mall now.
Yeah.
We went. There was like 20 people there. It was super cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was really cool.
I'm trying to think if I saw any movies on last tour.
We didn't. Game night was fucking tight.
Yeah, game night was awesome.
Yeah.
Ready Player One, of course.
Yeah, I gotta see that bad. And then we talked about Death Wish. Death Wish was all right.
Yeah, Death Wish was good. I hate fucking Eli Roth. I hate him.
See, I like him.
I can't stand him. I think his movies are terrible.
I like. Did you see the Cannibal one? Do you like the Cannibal one?
Which one was that?
Shit. One of his most recent ones.
Inferno?
Yeah, Green Inferno.
That's awful. I hate his he crowbars stupid jokes in.
Yeah, his movies are like
Green Inferno. That they're in that fucking cage and the dude's like, "Oh, I'm gonna beat off." He whips his dick out and starts beating off.
Yeah,
get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, the stuff when they ate the weed too, and they were all high. That was kind of weird. Yeah,
it's so stupid. The guy sucks.
I like the first Hostel. I like Cabin Fever a lot. I know you're not going to put it over, so I'll just keep talking about Eli Roth movies.
He's awful. The Hostel movies were,
But you actually recommended me, when he's on Jericho's podcast, he rules.
He's a completely different person.
Yeah, he's just a movie buff.
Yeah, but if you're going to be a movie buff, don't put stupid shit in there.
Yeah.
Like that dumb shit. Your favorite part of that movie is not going to be when the guy's like, "Oh, I'm going to jerk off."
Yeah. It's almost just for shock value.
Yeah. So, but I will say this, and Death Wish was an extremely cheesy movie.
Yeah.
Just a cheesy action movie.
Which was weird because it was such a serious subject.
For sure. But then, he put his crowbar jokes into that movie where all the gun stuff.
Yeah.
Which actually was kind of funny. Satirical fact that
how easy it is to buy a gun.
That literally is how, if you gun nuts, and I'm not a gun person at all.
Me neither.
I don't like guns. So but sometimes like gun nuts can be so overzealous like that.
What, selling
It's
you a
like,
gun?
Come on, this Sunday, you know,
like gun raffles
like
and
monster
shit. Yeah.
trucks, like it's like the same thing. And they kind of do that in the movie or whatever like that.
Yeah.
And like I was telling you that to me, after watching it, what I thought would make that movie better would be, I'm never, and this is going to sound awful because I'm not talking about race in general.
Yeah.
But I just hate when the context of a remake is done to pull a certain audience. So like they'll switch it, like the original story, and then like they'll go over the top, like, well, it's in the bad part of Detroit, and now like you have a black front man, and you're changing the entire thing of the movie. You don't have to go completely over the top and make it this like super urban like movie. You can just have like a black star, and then just do it. And I thought that in the exact same context that they had it in, a dude like Ice Cube would have been fucking awesome. Yeah. Like a 50-something black dude, and actually like go that route where it's like, okay, his daughter, you know, the house gets broken into, blah, blah, blah. And then you have this guy who then has to like figure that out. He has to figure the street out. Yeah. Because he's a doctor.
Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, I thought that would have been awesome. And I thought a woman would be fucking amazing for that role. I thought, like, you get someone like Marissa Tomei.
You change it up a little bit.
Or something. Fucking Frances McDormand.
Yeah. Would
be fucking awesome. Right after 3 Billboards, you do that, and then she does a fucking action movie. She's an ass whooper. Yeah. You know what I mean? And you have, like, this suburban white lady who's a doctor, has to figure out the streets.
Yeah, but you know her spouse was killed, so she wants to.
Exactly. That's it. What I was saying, getting back to that thing because it sounds really awful what I just said, but they always do that with movies. Like they'll make a remake and then they go over the top on it.
Yeah, to try to attract more people or something.
Of course. Yeah. And I mean, it's just like, okay, here we go. Like where I thought like Black Panther was the perfect movie for that. Like, if I was a young black dude, that movie would speak to me in every sense of the thing. It was fucking beautiful.
It obviously has.
It was awesome.
But then me and you saw it too, and we were just like, oh my God, this movie's amazing.
Fucking perfect.
Yeah.
I thought that's a great, and it came out at the perfect time.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I do like spoiler. It just popped in my head. Spoiler alert. The one good scene of Death Wish though was remember when he killed the ice cream man. He just walks up to him. He's like, your last customer just blows him away in broad daylight. I was like, whoa, fuck. I remember it. I was like, holy fuck, dude. Yeah, like it really crazy. I remember there was that and there was another good part. Like there was 2 really pretty. Oh, the fucking finish when he kicks the gimmick out and stuff. That was sweet.
Yeah, like a lot of people complained about that being too short. Like that guy should have got like agony.
No.
I was like, no.
But it's, you know, it's like that's, you know, it's Eli Roth movie, man. That's what he
kill the
did.
Motherfucker.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah.
You can't get more dead than dead.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, yeah.
It would probably maybe just because it was an Eli Roth movie, so like he's kind of like since the Hostile movies, he's attached to like torture and stuff like that. So could be something like that too.
Yeah.
There's so like I wanted to see Red Sparrow. There was so much good shit I wanted to see out there.
I'm trying to think about what else I saw. I just saw...
you saw Annihilation. I wanted to see that.
Annihilation's beautiful. Mm-hmm. I thought it was great. I just saw Death of Stalin, which is like pretty awesome. Yeah. The fact that it's a movie about Russian history.
Yeah.
So it's literally...
And Stalin,
this movie takes place...
fucking mass murderers of all time.
It takes place the day before, and then the days leading up to, and then the one day after his funeral.
Okay.
So like it takes place within 5 days.
And it's a comedy, right? Like almost like a mockumentary comedy.
It all really happened like this.
Yeah.
And it's insane. Like Steve Buscemi plays Khrushchev,
which pretty much sells me right there.
It's insane. Yeah. But it's not like it's not Steve Buscemi doing a Russian accent.
Yeah, so they don't even like try
It's just Steve Buscemi and he's making like these horrible jokes. Like they're making Khrushchev kind of like a clown.
Yeah.
In it, it's really
like fucking rules.
It's really close to like a Monty Python movie.
Yeah,
it's extremely dry.
Yeah,
The humor's super British. But man, I mean, it's a really fucking funny movie.
Awesome.
And I took Puff with me, and Puff, I feel like Puff
21 years old, kind of
doesn't
over
understand it.
Probably not much of a historian.
Yeah. But it was awesome.
Actually, I love
it was
that.
a good fucking
You said that you got like a couple Snickers out of them.
Yeah, that was it. And there was like a couple belly laughs for me. I developed like a new laugh. And during one part, I heard it was like, ah, like Jabba the Hutt laugh came out. And I seriously was like, what the fuck was that? It was me.
Puff was probably giving like courtesy laughs.
Yeah. But, you know, I like some of the, like, I think Michael Palin from Monty Python's in it.
Yeah.
Like, it's just old British dudes.
Yeah.
And then Jeffrey Tambor, who is, I think right now. Jeffrey Tambor, if you saw him, he's the father in Arrested Development. He's like the old man that goes
Oh, yeah, he's the best,
yeah.
man.
So he's in it. He plays, like, Malenkov, who was, like, a dude that was supposed to take... after Stalin died, he was like the next in charge.
Oh, okay.
But like the committee were just like, nah. And then like Khrushchev ended up being in charge.
Okay.
So yeah, it's ridiculous.
I do want to see it.
It's really good.
It's because that's another one too. It's only playing at like select theaters and stuff. I think,
Yeah.
right? Gotcha. There's tons of good shit out, but I do definitely want to go see the fucking Quiet Place on Friday. 'Cause I heard a lot of good shit. I think that was the one too. Like, I don't get too into this stuff, but I think I got like 100% of Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
Which is weird for like a horror movie.
I can't wait. I love movies where the whole gimmick with the movie, if you watch the trailer, is that they have to be quiet because something is like there
Coming after them.
can't. So they all have hearing aids in. They're not deaf.
Oh.
They all have hearing aids in, and they have to be quiet. They have to like step on sand, so they make trails out of sand.
Fuck.
Everything's lit up, so if something hits these trip lines, it lights up into their thing, so they know something's like in the area.
That's fucking awesome.
And then they keep showing like in the previews, you see like huge scratches on the walls,
Yeah.
and shit like that.
Oh, man.
So like I'm fucking stoked. And I love movies. Like, remember 1408?
Room 1408.
I think it's just called 1408.
Yeah.
With John Cusack.
Yeah.
There's a scene where
saw
he like
parts of it.
loses his hearing,
Yeah.
and at the theater, it's just a high whistle
Oh, really?
for like 2 minutes, and that's all you hear. And it's him yelling, but you don't hear him yelling. You just hear.
Yeah.
And dude, it like makes your stomach hurt because it's such an anxious like feeling.
Yeah.
It's awesome, and I hope that's how like A Quiet Place is. I hope there's a lot of like awkward silence, or like they put.
It sounds like there has to be.
Yeah.
Probably one of the hardest scenes. You've seen Copland before.
Yeah, my favorite.
When they
Copland's
shoot,
in my top 10.
it has to be when they shoot Stallone's ear out at the end. He makes that weird noise like
Yeah.
But then when he come because he was like the chubby push around guy the whole time,
Yeah.
then he comes up with a shotgun and just blows everybody away.
I loved it, man.
Dude, Copland is fuck. I think I bought it on DVD for like $5.
I would love to do a Copland for this.
Yeah, because it's 90s.
It's amazing, dude.
Then like Method Man just makes a cameo and like tries to throw him off.
Dude, Michael Rappaport is amazing.
Superboy.
Yeah.
Michael Rappaport, Harvey Keitel, Ray Liotta, De Niro. I wonder who De Niro's partner is. And Stallone.
It's Robert Patrick. That's T-2000.
No, he was a bad guy.
So T-2000's in it though.
Yeah, he was like it's a complicated
Wasn't Liotta?
movie.
Liotta's his partner.
I don't think so.
Yeah, it is. Liotta's like super skinny in that movie and has like longer hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's like a gambler.
Yeah.
He like blows all of his money.
They're all like pieces of shit.
Yeah.
Fuck, man, that movie is so good.
And the whole gimmick is that like they're all New York cops.
Yeah, but they live in that little
They live in New Jersey.
because they can like get away with shit in
Everything.
that little ass city. And Stallone's the sheriff of the city.
Yeah, and they tell him to just basically fuck off.
Yeah, De Niro calls him a deaf fuck.
Yeah,
because
like when he was a kid, he was like in like an accident where like a car went in the water. Or he saved someone's life.
Oh yeah,
jumping in the water, and he lost his hearing because he was in freezing water.
Yeah, and that the scene because it's like when Stallone finally like. He wants to go to De Niro and be like, finally, okay, like I'm gonna turn all these guys in, but like for whatever reason, because the movie's so complicated, like De Niro like blows him off. But while like Stallone's like pouring his heart out. Like De Niro's just asking for napkins the whole time because he's eating a sandwich.
Like he just doesn't care. I remember the napkin. There's like shit all over his face.
Yeah, and he's just like, we had napkins around here. Like Stallone's in the middle of talking.
But then he comes around though.
But that was the whole thing. Was like De Niro wanted to get Stallone fired up so he would like go and do something. And that's when he calls him a deaf fuck and tells him to leave.
Harvey Keitel.
Harvey Keitel.
Sylvester Stallone, Robert De Niro, Ray Liotta, Harvey Keitel, Michael Rappaport.
Yep.
Annabella Sciorra.
Yep.
Peter Berg is in it. I think it's a Peter Berg movie.
He might have made it too. He's made some fucking bangers,
great,
man.
dude.
He doesn't fuck around.
97 that came out.
Yeah, we might have to do that after Last Boy Scout.
Yes, we need to do Last Boy Scout.
Copland is unstoppable.
James Mangold did that movie.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Janine Garofalo? Robert Patrick.
She's Stallone's. She works like the desk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's awesome.
Kathy Moriarty, Noah Emmerich. This movie rips.
The only when I was a kid, I just remember because Stallone got kind of fat for the movie.
Yeah.
Because he was supposed to be just like a regular sheriff.
His fucking arms were still ripped though.
Yeah, you can tell they probably puffed him up in his sheriff's outfit.
Oh, Debbie Harry.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. I just saw an '80s movie where she got naked.
Dude, she's so hot.
Yeah.
Still to this day.
Videodrome.
Oh, really?
Yeah, with James Woods.
James Woods, yeah. I
Good
love
movie.
James Woods.
It's see, I hated him when I was a kid.
Yeah.
But now I learned to appreciate him when I got older.
You gotta like him.
Yeah. You ever see Vampires? Pretty weird.
That one brother gets cut in half. Mark Boone Jr. That's the guy's name.
Okay, and the heavier Baldwin brothers in it too.
Yeah. Donnie, the one that I look like. Did I tell you that?
What?
That story? Was it you that was with? No.
No way.
In the beginning of
definitely never heard this before.
In the beginning of this tour, oh my God, where the fuck were we? I was at a Sam Ash buying picks, and I bought like a guitar pedal, and we're in there, and this kid comes up to me, and he goes, "Are you who I think you are?" And he's looking, I can tell he's like an E-Tid fan. So he goes, "Are you who I think you are?" And I go, "Daniel Baldwin, I am." And I just shake his hand like that. And like Cody, our guitar tech, like lost his mind. Like had to walk away because he was crying.
Almost like fell on the floor.
"I'm Daniel Baldwin, the Baldwin nobody cares about. How are you?"
The fat Baldwin.
Yeah. It was awesome.
Like I love remember like Sean Penn's fat brother, Chris Penn?
Oh yeah, he was awesome.
He was amazing. I mean, R.I.P. Brother's not with us anymore, but
he was the best, dude. He was a cowboy.
Yeah. And he was in
Footloose.
He was in True Romance. He was him and not Tom Sizemore. Who's not? I was getting Bill Madison. Michael Madsen. Him and Chris Penn are the two like cops and fucking actually pretty much everything Chris Penn's ever been in. He's amazing.
Awesome.
And in Reservoir Dogs, he always has like the tracksuit on, like the shitty chains.
Real high voice.
Yeah, he's always all fucked up.
Yeah, I love that.
When I was a kid, I was like, oh my God, that's Sean Penn's brother.
Yeah, I would love to watch Best of the Best.
The first Best of the Best is
awesome.
Yeah, I got to put over Caesar or fucking Micah here.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, it was Antonio Banderas in Desperado. Like, remember he like pulls the fucking gun out of him and fucking Eric Roberts from Best of the Best. That's why I grew long hair numerous times in my life. But there's a scene in Best of the Best where fucking he hits like this fucking sweet combo, and then he ends it, and like he has a ponytail, and like this one strand falls down. Yeah. And fucking Eric Roberts came to like a Comic-Con last year.
I'm gonna tell you an Eric Roberts story. Yes.
Fucking Micah actually got me like, and it's like a picture. Eric Roberts was like selling a Best of the Best picture, and he has the ponytail with the strand of hair hanging down, and it says like "To Jesse, sweet hair man." Like that's Eric Roberts. It's fucking awesome.
When I lived in Boston, Scott Lee, promoter from like Worcester, like Boston area, he used to do this thing called Rock and Shock every year, and it was like a horror convention.
Oh yeah.
So the one year he had Anthony Michael Hall and Eric Roberts, and I got to go.
Yeah.
Back. Like I wasn't there. Like I was there. Like I had like a Jesus pass. Like I could do whatever I wanted, go wherever I wanted. Yeah. And then there was this after party, and it was like me, Anthony Michael Hall, brother that played like Jason in like the newest Friday the 13th movies.
Yeah.
Like
the big guy, yeah.
Eric Roberts.
Yep.
Like at this table, and then Sid Haig.
Fuck.
Like Captain Howdy.
Yeah.
Or Captain Spaulding.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, I gotta ask you a question. And like Eric was like, yeah, sure, man, whatever. You know, we had been already hanging out, and like I hate like punishing right off the bat, so I just want to be part of the guys. Like, I play in a band, dude. It's cool, man. I'm a band guy.
I get
man.
it. I get
it's
it.
It's cool,
yeah.
brothers. I'm a band guy. Entertaining. And then I was like, how many times did you cry in Best of the Best? Dude, he cries.
Really?
For like, if that movie's an hour and a half, he cries for at least 50 minutes.
Fuck yeah, man.
Of that movie. He's
so
crying
good.
constantly in it. Because he's
so
got
good.
like, he's got son problems. You know what I mean? He's got like kid problems.
Yeah.
And then he's got like the problem because his shoulder keeps going out.
And because that was the big gimmick was his shoulder.
But he's also
Chris Penn plays like a cowboy, doesn't he?
Yeah, an ass kicking cowboy.
Yeah.
He doesn't throw kicks, he just throws punches.
Yeah. And then when they're at the bar the one time, the girl comes out of the bathroom and he asks her one or two. Like just went to the bathroom.
Yeah. Awesome.
You're gonna know brother's name and I can't. He's been in tons of stuff. He was like the good guy sheriff but kind of a tweener in The Devil's Rejects. And then I always think of him from Deuce Bigalow. He was the cop who kept like harassing him, and then he had
Dick
problems. What's his name?
William Forsythe.
Yeah.
Dude, he was he's Ricky from Out for Justice.
Oh yeah. Exactly. He's like Drew
Richie.
Drew Gulak I randomly was talking about him, and Drew Gulak was like, "Oh yeah, I had dinner with him once," because there was like some like CCW always used to go to some Comic Con in Jersey, and like Gulak like randomly like hung out with him and like went to dinner with him.
Can you imagine like hanging out and then William Forsythe's like, "I'm hungry. You want to go get something?"
Yeah, like his story. I can't remember what exactly the story is, but it's really good.
Did he talk about being flat top from fucking Dick Tracy?
Dude, that Dick Tracy movie back in the day. Like I
don't know if it would hold up.
That's what I'm wondering.
But the characters were awesome.
It looked incredible.
Everyone
Al Pacino was like the main guy.
Everyone was in that movie.
Madonna, fucking yeah.
Everyone.
Yeah,
think about
he
it.
was
Like
flat. He was flat top. He was like the coolest one.
Yeah, flat. Dustin Hoffman.
Oh fuck.
Played Mumbles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just like the
Warren Beatty.
The merch for that movie. I remember like McDonald's.
Crazy.
It was like if you bought a Happy Meal, you got like because then you could buy all the figures and stuff. Like
I had everything. I love Dick Tracy.
I don't remember liking it very much when I was.
You
a
know
kid.
what movie I loved when I was a kid? Untouchables.
Oh, Kevin Costner.
Awesome.
Yeah, and De Niro,
Sean Connery.
Yeah.
Everyone was in that movie.
You know what we're probably gonna have to watch too is I'm not big on westerns at all, but Tombstone is like one of the best movies ever made.
I'm gonna blow your mind on westerns. We're gonna sit down and watch some westerns.
Tombstone and Unforgiven are unstoppable, but I don't get crazy on westerns.
We're gonna get into it. Westerns are my forte, man.
Really?
They're my favorite.
Really?
Dude,
like really good ones, I'm into them.
Dude, there's some bangers. The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, insane.
Yeah.
Like that run right there.
I've never seen like those old Clint Eastwood stuff.
They're insane.
Yeah. Hang 'em high when he has like those scars on his neck and stuff.
That one's good, but that's too spaghetti western.
It's a cool gimmick.
There's a very select few of ones that are like on like the is it The Legend of Josie Wales, or is it just called Josie Wales? It's amazing.
Familiar.
He's just like a prick, and the whole entire spits on a dog's head.
Clint Eastwood, yeah, I've heard of this.
It's awesome. Like that.
Does he have a girl with him in that one too? Yeah, because isn't he like real shitty to her or something?
Yeah. Well, it's just like
but then he comes around.
He's got an agenda.
Yeah,
and she just keeps prodding into the agenda, whatever.
Yeah,
it's really good, man.
Yeah,
like those. There's some. Yeah, I'll blow your mind on westerns.
Tombstone is, I mean,
Tombstone's perfect.
Yeah, literally the perfect movie.
Yeah,
and like the opening, like Kurt Russell's just like the hardest dude ever. Yeah. And it's like in the opening 5 minutes, it's when he's like boarding the train, and they just cut to some dude like hitting his horse with like a strap. Yeah. Kurt Russell just comes up and starts like whipping the dude in the face with it.
Dude, Smoke Jensen, man.
Yeah,
Smoke Jensen,
legit.
Smoke Jensen. If you do something shitty to your horse, Smoke Jensen's gonna whoop your ass. Don't fuck with your horse, man.
It makes me nervous because I don't think you've ever gotten into Smoke Jensen on this podcast. We talked about it on Matt Vincent's for like an hour.
Yeah.
And it's a lot. That's a long story.
Oh, I won't get into it, but
it's cool.
Just look up Smoke Jensen. He's fucking awesome. You want to talk about how to be a person, like a good person? Look up Smoke Jensen.
He's your guy.
He's awesome. You disrespect a woman, you get punched in the face. You disrespect a horse, you get punched in the face. Disrespect a dog, you get punched in the face.
That's what got you to start drinking coffee.
Yeah. I started drinking coffee because I started listening to a book on tape.
They were like audio tapes, right?
Yeah, but they were like acted out by like actors. It was awesome. Old Western stuff.
Cool.
It's awesome.
Oh, fuck, man.
We gotta find. There's this movie called Ice Pirates.
It sounds. I've never seen it, but it sounds familiar.
Oh, I have a developing thing that I need to talk to you guys about.
What?
That we're going way off subject here.
Okay.
We're going straight to tug time right now.
How'd this come from Ice Pirates?
Well, first we got to find Ice Pirates.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Okay.
Old movie. I don't know if you can find it anywhere though. Like we have to like buy a DVD and watch the DVD because it's just the movie is like it's space. Like they're like in space and it's pirates that just go around and try to like basically like imagine like spaceships being like pirate ships.
Yeah.
And it's just
They take
different
over.
pirates like in spaceships, but it's kind of like a comedy, kind of not.
Okay.
There's like space herpes in it.
Oh,
it's awesome. It's great.
yeah.
And now go to Tug Time. I have a brother.
I love how over Tug Time is. I think that might be the most over thing we do.
Yeah. Dude, this is going to take it into a new millennium.
Into 2019.
Hey, the Kickin' Ass Podcast
Yeah.
might be getting a new sponsorship by Fleshlight.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I got an 18-pound box coming of our... We're going to have fleshlights to fuck, guys.
Of just fleshlights.
I posted that picture of Nina Hartley.
Yeah.
So my brother John Healy from Chicago, guy that goes to like all the AAW shows and stuff.
Yeah.
He just messaged me. He goes, "Oh man, I got you a present." So he shows up to our show in Palatine, which is about 45 minutes from Chicago, and I'm watching the opening band play. And he comes up and nudges me in the back. He's like, "I got a present for you." And he hands me the fucking Nina Hartley signed picture.
Yeah. Where did you say he got that stuff? I don't think I asked you.
Online. He just got it. Like he just looked it up online and
Nice.
bought it or whatever. And his girlfriend's like, yeah, like I was like, I saw this thing happen. I open it, I look, and I'm just like, what the fuck is this? So, shout out to John for being rad and
sweet
getting me
present.
that thing. That was literally the first jerk off I ever had.
Yeah.
Was Nina Hartley. The first time sperm ever came out of my penis.
Yeah.
Was looking at Nina Hartley.
At 10 years old, you said.
So, Fleshlight, I put that story down, and then a dude from Buffalo that works at Fleshlight
Yeah.
says, "Dude, I'll send you the Nina Hartley fleshlight." And I was like, "Please." And he's like, "Yeah, I'll just get like a care box sent to you, man. Like, what do you want? Like, do you want more?" And I was like, "Well, if I can always fuck the Nina Hartley fleshlight,
Yeah.
I mean, some
cool.
variety would be cool."
Yeah. Yeah.
And he was like, "Okay," and then sent me a picture, and it's like so much stuff.
Jeez.
So we're gonna have shirts. We're gonna have fleshlight shirts.
I was gonna say, like, what else could he send you besides fleshlights? I'm sure it makes sense.
Fleshlights. There's like fleshlights, lube,
Yeah.
stuff like that,
Shirts.
and shirts. So
Hear
we're
that,
gonna have
Kev?
fleshlight, and like
Hear that, Kev?
I asked,
Coming your way, bro.
oh, yeah, once you have a kid, you're done, man.
I'll take one. I've never tried one.
Yeah,
Well,
it's great.
It's gonna be
Hopefully,
sweet.
hopefully Anna likes it. Well,
Yeah. You're like, did you tell Hacker yet?
I haven't told Hacker
Oh,
yet,
sorry.
but I did say that they were gonna send me like I didn't know they were gonna send me an 18-pound box.
Fuck.
So
Where
a lot
Hacker
of
says he
stuff.
literally just leaves it in his shower for everyone
Yeah.
to see. There's just a flashlight just chilling.
he's great.
I've never seen one like in person.
They're awesome. Like seeing them in person, they're pretty cool. I've never fucked one, but.
Yeah.
And I mean, Tug Time going into a new millennium, man.
It's bumping up to a new level.
Yeah. So there's going to be like, hopefully, what if we get our own, like, not, I mean, obviously I don't want my butthole, but like, if we somehow get our own fleshlight, like the Tug Time kicking ass one.
Is that, I don't even know if it's like a thing.
It could be.
Yeah, you think they do like dudes' buttholes and stuff?
No, not our buttholes.
Oh.
But like, we would have to like talk about what we would like in
Oh,
a perfect vagina.
Yeah.
And then make it.
Yeah.
And then it would just be the kicking ass fleshlight.
Gotcha. I mean, yeah, like
Travel size for tugging on the road.
Yeah, for pocket, for the suitcase.
Yeah.
For yeah.
Easy clean.
Yeah.
Like it's more efficient than it is.
I didn't even know it was still around.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense.
You know what's crazy is Aubrey, like On It.
Yeah.
All of On It's money, like Aubrey Marcus, owned Fleshlight.
Does he still?
I don't know.
Yeah, I wonder if he still has like a hand in it.
That's really cool.
That's I remember it from Rogan's podcast.
Yeah.
And then Aubrey was the owner, but switched it over.
Yeah. So
it's heavy, man.
We have some Fleshlights.
It's pretty heavy.
I don't know if that's heavy. I asked Hannah, I was like, "Is that cheating?" And Hannah goes, "Nah, you can go ahead. You stick your dick in there."
Yeah, it's just rubber.
I was like, "Thank you, Hannah."
I appreciate that.
I'm gonna just put my dick in this thing. I'm gonna jiggle it around a little bit, see what's up.
See what happens.
I'll have a T-shirt on after. Hannah,
Fleshlight T-shirts are gonna be dope.
I might like the Fleshlight more. You might need to come out with your own T-shirt. So yeah, that's a developing thing, and I'll try to like keep working in it because it would be amazing if this started out with Tug Time brought to you by Fleshlight.
Fleshlight, exactly, dude.
Every time we talk about it, it's
brought to you by Fleshlight.
This segment of our podcast is brought to you by Fleshlight.
You know, the most over thing we do is talk about Tug Time and Tug Bada. Yeah. So brought to you by Fleshlight.
Yeah.
People have been firing up to now that they dropped the Thunders on the network. Man. Everyone keeps telling me like, "Oh, you guys got to do a Thunder one." Like the one dude just texted me, he's like, "The Gambler, Brad Armstrong, like every
are on it." And apparently they're getting Saturday nights.
Yeah.
If they get Saturday nights, my life is over. Yeah. I mean, I used to watch that every fucking week, man. Mm-hmm. Like I used to watch Saturday night every fucking week.
It's fucking heavy.
Yeah.
And was Saturday night, how long was Saturday night on for? Like a long time. I remember watching like some of them.
Yeah, it was on forever. I think I think for a while that was like their show.
Yeah.
The Mothership. They used to do that one, 6:05. 6:05. Great. It always came on at 6:05.
Yeah, 6:05. TBS, everything was 5 after for some reason.
Yes. Everything should be 5 after.
Yeah. The Superstation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 2018 and there's a Gold Dust Matt Hardy
match on right now.
No, there's like they're wrestling at WrestleMania. Maybe I don't know.
I'm gonna say
maybe an axe.
Peanut, yeah. Broken Wes Adams.
So yeah, that's it. My developing thing is like Fleshlight will be.
It's gonna be fucking.
We'll be
awesome.
repping Fleshlight soon.
I'm pumped.
Yeah,
Super
it's gonna
pumped.
be fun. You just gotta talk to Laura about that.
Yeah, she'll be cool.
Yeah,
she'll be super cool.
Yeah.
Trying to see if I had anything else cool I wanted to talk about.
Oh, there's something cool. Fucking Ray Williams, the guy that owns the squat record. He's going to Buffalo. He's gonna do a seminar in Buffalo.
He's doing a seminar.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know like when or where?
Awesome. I think it's at Mustache Fitness.
Oh fuck!
I think it is.
That's great.
But I don't think it's till June. But that's huge.
Well, because did you know there's like a huge Riverworks is doing like a big fitness expo it's over the summer. I don't think it's till July, so he's probably not coming in for that.
Is that the same one that Frank did the?
No, it's like that's. I think that this one's probably gonna kind of blow that one out of the water.
Okay.
Because they have fuck, I kind of know fitness people, but like Dana Lynn Bailey and her husband are going to be there. There's as far as like celebrities in the fitness industry, like I think fucking Kai Green's going to be there.
Oh, cool.
Like a lot of like big names.
I should get Matt to come to that. So then we
I wonder
can
if he is.
Again.
Yeah, I wonder if he knows about it or something.
Well, he should just do it anyways.
He should just come hang.
He loves Buffalo.
He should just come hang. Yeah. Eat more chicken wings.
I
drink 4 bangs a day.
Every single time we do something, I always throw it out there. I'm like, hey man, we're going to be in LA. Yeah. Wrestling at this time. There's like big news, and I don't know if I want to say it on this. Uh-huh. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I have some big news coming. Like Jesse and I are wrestling at Bar Wrestling.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't say anything yet.
Yeah.
Maybe we can say that. Where this is going to drop Thursday.
Next Saturday.
Dates I'm terrible with. It's Thursday. The following Thursday.
The next Thursday, yeah.
Yeah, basically the following Thursday we're going to be wrestling at Bar Wrestling, Joey Ryan's Bar Wrestling.
Yeah.
Out in California. So if you guys like our fucking Drew's going to be there.
Yep.
Good brother Drew.
Drew Sokolowski.
Yeah, he's the man. Drewski. Drewski will be there, and yeah, if you guys want to come see us on the West Coast,
it's going to be
awesome.
We
will be there. It's going to be fucking
very
sweet.
Fun.
And then
that's
towards
my last match before shoulder surgery, so that's probably where I'll whip out a fucking moonsault off of something.
And if you want to see Andy all gimmicked up after that, you come April 21st, about 4 days after his surgery at Brooklyn, New York.
Yeah, I'll be there. And I'm going to be hot on the mic that night. If they let me cut a promo, man, I'm going to be going for it, man. I'm shooting on everybody. Listen to that, Bull James.
Yeah.
I'm shooting on everybody.
Fucking loose lips.
You give me that fucking mic.
Yeah.
Can I swear at that show?
I don't think it's at a church.
So Shane Douglas.
I'm pretty sure it's going to be real family.
Shut your fucking mouth.
Shut the fucking music.
Yeah.
Or cut the fucking music. Yeah, we should talk about that, though. We will be on the West Coast.
But the morning of bar wrestling, one of the biggest things that's ever going to happen to my life is happening, and I can't announce it yet. But it's going to be announced, and it'll probably get everywhere. And
it's going to be awesome. There's that's been like another small thing of like why I've been freaking out is like there's so much cool shit like on the horizon. Yeah. And like I got shit going on with wrestling too, and like I'm just waiting and waiting and waiting. And like the waiting is just really weighing on me. But it's I mean, we're a week out and like there's some really, really fucking huge shit coming up. Yeah. Man. And I mean even us just going out to bar wrestling is fucking
huge.
But then the fact that it's gonna be probably me, you and fucking Brody.
Yeah.
In a
got
6-man.
a team. It's gonna be fucking awesome.
Yeah, so
I'm really excited.
Shit's definitely going on, man.
Yeah.
It's super exciting.
This week at some point in time, something's going to drop, and it's going to be huge. It's going to rock this. It's enormous for our podcast. Yeah. It's not the Fleshlight thing.
Because we already told you that.
Yeah. It'll be something else. Yeah. But it's going to be huge, and hopefully I can talk about it in a few days. Yeah. Because it's huge right now, and like it's
by the time
wild.
this drops, we'll be getting close. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of good shit on the horizon.
Yeah. Wes is going to be here in a second with the neck hammock.
Oh, the old neck hammock gimmick?
Yeah. So Roderick Strong keeps talking about this thing on Instagram.
Oh, I didn't see Roderick talking about it. Oh, shit, I did the float tank today, too. I should talk about that. Anyways.
And it's awesome. Like, it basically just decompresses your neck. And
you're not laying flat, right?
You're laying flat on your back.
Yeah.
It's like
and then your head's just propped up a little bit?
Yeah. It's nice.
The picture you sent looked real basic, but it's fucking
super basic.
Yeah, it's basically just decompression for your neck, right?
Yeah, it's called the neck hammock.
Yeah,
and right now, if you like go through Roderick Strong, he has I think it's like a 15% code off or whatever like that. They're not expensive, but I think he gets a cut of it. So go through Roderick Strong because he's a good dude. Yeah. And right now, like I said, he has a promo code for neck hammock, and I got mine through.
You said it's like real easy to fall asleep with that thing on?
Oh, dude, I'm talking, and it's hard for me to fall asleep. Just for me, I have to be in the mood to sleep.
Me too.
I have to be tired, Yep. And last night, man, I put it down, and then as soon as my head just sunk into it, I was like, I was hurting. Like I was 100%
struggling
asleep.
Because they say not to do it
for longer than 15 minutes, just due to the fact that it could like stiffen your neck.
Yeah,
or whatever. But oh man, it feels so good.
Yeah,
and I can't imagine you do it. You do 15 minutes a day, you're gonna feel great
awesome.
A month later.
Yeah, exactly. That's fucking great.
Yeah, and my neck is crunchy. Like I got like weird crunch going on every time I move it.
That's mine.
Like
isn't
sand in there.
Mine doesn't hurt, but it just gets real stiff.
Yeah.
And then it's like, to move around.
I got sandy in there.
Yeah.
I mean, you told me not that long ago that you took a move and you felt your head crunch.
Yeah.
It's very scary.
It's the shits, man.
Yeah.
On your fucking
crunch.
Yeah, when like your head hits the mat and you feel that like crunch of your skull. It's weird. Yeah. It's a weird feeling. That's actually in the fucking I did a float tank today for the first time. They said, because I remember you said Jordan did it. Now you have done it.
I've done it before, and like I said, like you have to let your go. I've done it twice. Yeah, and the first time I didn't really get anything. I mean, I felt it. It was nice to just float.
I got like the physical aspects of it, but I didn't get any of the mental stuff.
Yeah,
but that's because I went at 2:00 in the afternoon. Yeah. I should have. I just wanted to get in there. I didn't want to wait, and I should have. Next time I go, I'm going to do it nighttime.
But the problem,
chill a little
could
more.
You see anything when you were in there?
No.
You couldn't see a thing. It was just dead.
I could hear a little bit.
Okay.
I did have my earplugs in pretty tight. I couldn't see it. No, I couldn't even see my hand in front of my face.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So like they say that the reason why a float tank works in a mental way is that it shuts off
your senses,
every sense.
Yep.
You can't feel, you can't smell, you can't taste,
touch, you can't see.
You know what I mean? Like you're just floating, and then what happens is your body goes into REM.
Yep.
And
REM
you,
sleep.
and you start dreaming.
Yep.
Like basically you're
Even like while you're awake.
yeah. Look at this guy. Wes is here.
What's up, homie?
It's not even a WCW night. He's here.
You want to
use it?
Yeah.
You want to do a nitro soon too, Wes?
Yep.
Yep.
You guys ready?
Fuck yeah.
I need a yoga mat.
Oh, for this? Why are you sliding around?
Yeah, all my floors are hardwood.
Oh. So. Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah. What you guys talking about?
Float tanks right now.
Oh yeah, I went to a float tank today.
How was it?
I floated. I was chilling, man. I was chilling.
Or no?
No, just
an hour of quiet time.
real quiet time. Yeah,
it's nice though.
It was nice. It was very nice. Shout out to it was the Flow on Allen Street in Buffalo, New York.
Nice.
Yeah, it was cool. I had the ear gimmicks in tight, but like I could hear like some talking from the front and stuff. But still, I mean, it's still I think everything's shut off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like my biggest thing was just like I could feel like as far as your body like loosening up.
Yeah.
Like that was, and like my arm feels so shitty right now. Like when I got out, it was actually pretty sweet how good it felt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're not doing anything.
Yeah, it's like the most relaxed you could possibly get.
Yeah, yeah.
It was nice.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I mean, I usually just float in the Niagara River for about 15 minutes and I feel good.
Just get it in there, man.
Just get that
the essence of Buffalo.
Yeah. Getting that chemical water.
Pick up sewage, pick up a little bit of everything.
Yes.
Get your mind right real quick.
Yeah.
Yep.
Gets you right out of there real quick. That's tight. We were just saying about before the fucking float tank. Oh, but that was that gimmick.
Yeah.
Is that like that's the exact one that Roddy like sells?
This
though?
is the one.
Yeah. Did you like it, Wes?
Yeah, it's cool.
You were just you were sliding around a little bit.
You need, I mean, ideally you need a rug or like a, yoga mat or something like that.
Yeah.
A sweaty back.
Or a sweaty back to stick you in place. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's the type of thing where like I think you want to just kind of relax for 10 or 12 minutes. You know what I'm saying? And it's just not comfortable to lay on hardwood.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But it's odd. Like for me, it wasn't like it made my neck feel better, but it kind of made me want to go to sleep. That's
what he said the same thing. Like
you just like in
so
perfect position.
That's pretty sweet though.
You're so relaxed.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Because I have the same deal. I have trouble falling asleep, so like that's pretty dope. That's real dope. As a matter of fact, do you want to hand Wes that microphone real quick so I can ask him about this casino stuff? Because I forgot. I forgot that you. Yeah, like when you said that, I forgot that you were a dealer at the casino.
Yeah, for 9 years.
Dude.
Yeah, not cards or roulette. Strictly cocaine and pills out of the bathroom.
For 9 years?
9 years. Yeah.
Dude, you had to see like. Because, I mean, I thought, like, bartending at the airport was weird because, like, I don't know, you see people go on vacation drinking at, like, 9 in the morning, but, like, that had to be fucking...
Yeah. I mean, I saw pretty much everything.
What was you said? The one we could, because it's through text. The dude, you said a dude jumped off the fucking parking garage?
Oh, yeah.
Fuck, did he die?
Yeah.
Holy shit. I don't remember that one.
Yeah, I had friends in security, and they would... Not legally show us stuff.
Yeah.
Some dude just probably blew his mortgage or whatever it was. And just went to the top of the parking garage.
Oh man. Well, because
do a 450
and then, after the concrete, try to do a dive and nobody
bump a tree.
Yeah, try to do a dive and nobody caught him.
No.
And then the one I was asking you about, it was because the dude he blew $250,000 of his wife's funeral money.
Yeah, she owned a funeral home.
Yeah.
And he was real deep in debt to the casino. Like he would come in and blow like $10,000 a day.
Yeah.
And then, was having an affair with a dealer.
Basically, yesterday, I read this story in the paper. I mean, I don't years
this
long.
2006.
Yeah, early 2000s.
Yeah. 12 years ago.
I remember reading, and I remember thinking it was funny that it happened at like 9 in the morning.
Yeah.
A dude basically. The article I read just said a dude walked into the Seneca Niagara Casino in Buffalo, New York, and was having an affair with a dealer and shot himself in the chest in front of her. And then Wes, we were texting yesterday, Wes was dealing at the table. Like, were you dealing that dude or was next to him? He said
he was at her table.
Jesus,
like trying to, basically say, hey, like, I love you, and it got real heavy real fast.
Yeah, it got real
heavy, and
dude.
he He just stepped back from the table and put the barrel to his chest, and
man,
it's a surreal scene.
I can't I've never seen anything like that in my life. Young Kevin Bennett is just shot.
young Kevin. He's about to throw up his goldfish.
That's heavy, man.
Yeah,
dude.
But yeah, I mean, I saw just you name it.
Yeah,
I saw it. I mean,
especially when you work. I'd imagine when you had to work like weird shifts, like when you're there like overnight or like at 6 a.m, like 8 a.m, like people like not leaving. Like, fuck, man.
Yep. I mean, I would see people sitting in the same chair for 3 shifts in a row, like. Which would be 72 hours because I would work 8 hours, leave for the day, come back the next day, and they would still be in the same spot.
Yeah.
Never left. I mean, I watched a lady fall asleep on a lit cigarette and, for probably 5 minutes. Yeah. And I didn't say nothing to anybody. I just stood there and let it go.
Just kept going.
Yeah, she just started dozing and
yeah.
The ashtray just suctioned right to the side of her face, and the cigarette was still in there.
Fuck, man.
Just had a big burn and a smoke ring. Yeah,
dude.
It's just a different lifestyle, man.
Yeah.
People in the service industry, waiters, bartenders, like you see stuff.
Yeah, but that's
just another level of human being degeneracy. Just
like where there's like real problems.
Like people just are so into gambling that they'll just piss themselves at the table.
It's like a legitimate thing. Yeah,
I've seen it happen.
It's fucked.
Yeah,
and that's, I mean, like, in like a small city like Buffalo, you know what I mean. Then like Vegas is just like a different level, but like, well, like you said, I mean, like a small city like Buffalo, like where people are like losing their mortgages and like because it's like I would imagine there's more of that going on than like
like Vegas is. I mean, where there's casinos, you're gonna have that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
but like people plan for Vegas.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Go to a show. I'm gonna stay at this casino. We're gonna do this, do that.
They lose money.
Blow a grand, whatever.
They're just having fun.
It's cool. You're not like, if you're going to Vegas, you probably can afford to go to Vegas, or hopefully you can afford to go to Vegas.
Yeah.
Like there's just people that your everyday life, like I got $10 for the week, but I think I can turn it into 20. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just a drain, man.
Good.
But yeah, it's I mean, I could go on forever.
Yeah. Hey man, pick this back up into like a positive place. Sorry, I took it down. I took it down a negative hole.
It's not a good road.
Now talk about what you ate when you were there.
Today?
Just in general, you would eat some of the best meals.
Yeah. So at the time, like when we first opened,
the
employees would get the buffet that people would come in and pay for.
Oh, so like that's what you could just eat that for lunch,
free.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah. So it was like. Legitimately,
it's a known thing in Buffalo. Like the Seneca Niagara Casino buffet has everything. Yeah.
So it was 9 years of prime rib, lobster tails,
crab legs.
Yeah, like if I worked late, I would just have the cooks make me an omelet off the grill.
Fuck, man.
I mean, it was just
big ass dessert bar.
And I would get 6 breaks a day, and I would eat every break.
Oh man,
so I was probably eating.
I'd be jacked as fuck.
I was probably eating $300 a day in food.
Yeah,
legit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So
that's fucking great, man.
Yeah, it was cool.
Living the dream.
Took a trip there down memory road today.
Yeah,
lost some money,
but got some. But then lost it again.
No, really? You were
I was up 200. I was up. I mean, I put 200 in, right? So it's like playing. I had $200. I put $200 in my pocket. I said, if I lose this, I'm cool.
Yeah,
I'm okay. So, but at one point in time, I was down to like my last $50, and I put it in a machine.
Yeah,
and it was like Colin plays those like weird like cartoony video machines.
Oh yeah.
1 cent, but then you can like do bets up to $6.
Okay.
So like if you wanted to, you could sit there and play 50 cents. I was playing $1.50 like every hand.
Yeah.
Right. So you're in there, bomb. I hit. I'm back up over 200. Just easy.
Yeah.
Within like the first maybe 12 like button pushes, I'm already back to where I would have been like 20 down.
Okay.
And I could have just cashed out.
I was gonna say it probably would have.
See where it went.
Yeah, and that 200 just went.
Yeah,
it sucks.
Oddly enough, the machine was called John Cronus.
Yeah, it was called Cronus.
Really?
Going, Cronus! Every time you hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bonus game was called Total Elimination.
Yeah. And a little
John
leg,
Cronus.
a little leg would come out from under you, and then another thing would slap you.
Yeah, in the face. Yeah, top and bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, so Andy went from $6.66 in
Serious?
credits.
Oh.
That was like his last, like he was all the way whittled down to nothing. That's what it was. And then he hit for like $200 and some dollars.
Fuck, man.
Yeah, and it was back. You could have just
Should have just cashed that right out, yeah.
So, but now I know that the Cronus machine hits, and you can go in and just, when it hits, it hits. You could go in, play $40. Now I know I can play $40 and be fine. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Where like I was telling the story back in the day when he first started like working at the casino. I would like go in because he was like working.
Yeah.
Mind you, we couldn't hang out. It was just a matter of like, oh, there's Wes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like,
But it was like an excuse to go.
Yeah, I would go in the non-smoking room, and there was this frenzy machine that I knew I could always pull $80 out of, no matter what. You put a 20 in, it would always hit.
Yeah.
Just one fucking machine just always hit. And you would hit anywhere from like $80 to $300.
Shit.
Any given time you would go.
Yeah.
It was always there. And then they switched it around and put a frenzy machine somewhere else.
We picked up on the gimmick.
Yeah. So, but now that you, like that machine, I know that machine plays. I could go there tomorrow, go in, throw 40 in, and if I don't hit in 40, fuck it. You know what I mean? I'm out.
Yeah.
But if you hit in 40... Like, you know what I mean? Like, you go in, say you're on your first 20, and you hit for 60, just cash out, get the fuck out.
Yeah, damn right.
Get my money back.
Yeah.
That's it.
But you made that mistake of not getting your money back today.
Yeah, but now I know the machine, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now I know the machine.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta hit a foul ball to hit that home run.
Yeah, you gotta get it figured out.
Yeah.
And I feel you, man.
That's cool. One was John Cronus and one was called Zeus.
Yeah, there was Zeus.
Both wrestling teams, you probably definitely won.
Yeah.
Zeus.
But it was fun. Like, it was like, we got to hang with Sean Martin for a little bit, like old Hatebreed guitar player.
Yeah. I know he's your dude.
Yeah. And
he had a sweet jacket on yesterday.
yeah, he rocks that thing all the time.
Oh, that's great.
He wears like what's that called? What's that like? The fuck is that pattern?
I don't know.
It's like
a Native American. Like it looks like it's like from New Mexico or something.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, there's a name for it though.
Yeah, I don't know what it's
called. Like a certain pattern? All right.
Yeah. But yeah, he
cool.
wears that all the time.
Sweet.
He's an interesting dude.
He's
really cool. He does a lot.
We said he does the beats too, right?
Yeah, he makes beats for people. He owns a tattoo shop.
That's sweet, man.
You know, he's a really interesting dude. A great guitar player.
Because he was he in the original Hatebreed or like the second lineup? Maybe?
He played Satisfaction shows. Just towards the end, and then Perseverance. He was on Perseverance.
Okay.
And then the first record he actually wrote and played with them was, what's the one after Perseverance?
Oh,
Supremacy.
Yeah, I think so.
Like all him.
Okay.
Because he was the only guitar player at that time.
I gotcha.
Lou had passed away.
Okay.
By that time.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, Twitching Toes was great.
Yeah.
That was sweet. It was good to see those dudes.
That venue was great too.
Yeah, the Leopard Lounge.
The Leopard Lounge. Horny. Very horny.
It was very horny in there. That was a cool setup though.
Extremely horny vibe.
Yeah, just in Buffalo, New York, the town ballroom. Little room off to the side called the Leopard Lounge. Like just literally, it reminded me of like just going to old hardcore shows when I was a kid.
200.
Just a small little room.
Sounded good.
Little stage just barely off the ground. Yeah, it sounded really good. That's perfect.
Cena's putting over. Looks like Cena's putting over Daniel Bryan.
That's it. Before we start getting into Raw, let's just fucking let's wrap it up, huh?
Talk about Raw.
Yes, it's all good.
I watched one match. I saw a little bit of fucking Goldust versus Matt Hardy.
Yeah, the best was Kevin Bennett said he wanted to watch it for tape study. the Raw before WrestleMania, like what the fucking 4-minute match you're gonna see.
Very good. Awesome episode.
Cool.
Well, thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah. Thanks for stopping in, Wes.
Yeah, I'm going to go home and do some research about the next Nitro.
Yeah.
Well, we got to pick a Nitro.
Yeah, we're going to do a random.
Yeah.
Random pick.
Yeah.
Do you want to, how are we going to pick the number?
I don't know. Sort it out.
Yeah.
Somehow.
All right.
Maybe we'll just make like a
this
slot machine.
Is it. From now.
Yeah, we'll just make a big-ass Nitro slot machine.
We're doing 97, right? So, like, I say we throw 97, 98, 99 in there.
Uh-huh.
Right?
Yeah.
And then we just throw those numbers in, like the remaining ones that we haven't done.
Yeah.
like of 97. So
Yeah.
it'll be on fucking
We've only did like 4.
72.
Yeah.
So from 72 to it's got to be like 100 and
Yeah, it's over 100.
it's definitely over 100. But
Yeah.
like those 3 years, it's got to be like
Well, you figure
Fuck.
52 episodes
yeah,
a year.
52 episodes a year.
So
Yeah.
56 over 3 years.
So
Makes
out of
sense.
156, we just got to somehow figure out.
I kind of like watching just 97 though.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
let's do
kind
it.
of digging it.
All right, let's do it.
Really
I
digging it.
love 97. So
Yeah. We just gotta figure out what random number to pick.
yeah.
But
Mortis. Science, Mortis, and Math.
yeah,
And disco.
Oh man, did you see that shit with Cody?
Cody called
Cody
him out
laid into disco today.
on Twitter. Yeah.
But- Whatever.
Hey man, and you know what? It could be work. So
Yeah, yeah.
it's
Nowadays,
who knows?
You don't know.
Who knows? Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see the newest? I was going to show you before we started the newest Pierre promo
It's amazing.
where he's getting hit in the stomach. Oh yeah, because they group texted it too.
And he fucking rolls.
Bends the pan. How about his manager gets a little? His manager gets a little more this time too.
Just talks a little bit.
Yeah.
He knows he's a hot comic.
He knows. Yeah.
The manager's gonna get picked up by other wrestlers.
And for sure, he's definitely going to be going to spring break with him.
He better.
Yeah, he'd be fucking up big time if he
It's
didn't.
fantastic.
Yeah. All right.
That's big, man. This weekend too. We're gonna have a lot. I mean, I think next time we do a podcast, there's gonna be a lot.
It'll be
of fucking
post WrestleMania.
information, man. There's gonna be a lot of talk.
Yeah.
This weekend we're gonna be watching NXT.
NXT Takeover, UFC. Yeah, Mania.
And then all the shit that happens at WrestleMania weekend with all the indies.
Yeah.
Shit's gonna happen. I'm sure All In stuff.
We're not booked, but enjoy it, guys.
Yeah.
Have a good time.
We were booked last year, but this year we're just fucking losers.
Yeah. Started a podcast, and I guess we just fucked up or something. I don't know.
So, but all that stuff that happens at the indies,
Yeah.
we'll be talking about that. I'm
Oh,
sure
yeah.
dumb shit's gonna happen down there. That's gonna make wrestling news.
Yeah. I mean,
Usually
just
does.
Takeover is always awesome.
Yeah.
Plus fucking.
Dude, Ciampa versus Gargano.
Yeah.
I haven't been
And
this
also
excited
our
about-
buddies like working for the title. Big deal.
Yeah.
So,
Insane, man.
Yeah.
Tommy or Aleister Black is like going for the title.
yeah. Tommy's like never had a bad match there. So,
No.
and Almas is just fucking the man. So it's going to be
And
good.
they've had good matches in the past.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, then Gargano and Ciampa.
I'm super pumped for
I can't
Gargano and
wait,
Ciampa.
man.
Yeah.
Like they're actually making Ciampa an actual heel.
Yeah, like literally like just stupid shit. Like I'm excited to see what he's gonna wear when he wrestles. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I love that kind of shit,
Yeah.
man. It's really cool that they're doing it that
I
way.
mean, Mania is always like something. As a wrestling fan, like regardless of if you say like, oh, fucking,
Yeah,
about-
it's WrestleMania.
it's fucking WrestleMania. You're gonna watch.
Everybody
you're gonna fucking
watches.
Love it.
Yeah.
There's gonna be things you love, and there's gonna be things you hate.
Yep.
And we're gonna talk about all that.
Yeah. So next week will be cool too,
That'll be a big week.
for sure.
All right, yeah, let's wrap it up.
Hey.
Give it to us.
I'm just gonna say scoop the loop, so you guys.
Scoop the
loop, brother.
Heats in the ring, brother. Thanks, guys. See you soon.